Hi guys, good morning. So today I want to talk about autism. You guys know that I wanted to do this topic for a while now. So I welcome every person who has something important to add to this topic. Because even with my research, I know you guys who maybe have a child or is experiencing somebody with autism can play a bigger role. So, because Aiden Irving lives with autism, I have to know these intricate details about what is happening with him. So, Miss Wallace, good morning. So I took a break from writing. As you can see, I have been working all weekend, guys. So I have to ensure that I keep my promises, because these are important topics that a lot of us don't really understand. So, yes. So you guys can feel free to share. It's actually very important. Even if you share it for once, it's very important. Somebody can learn something. Okay, guys? And don't be afraid, guys, to add an input. Because what a lot of persons fail to understand is that everybody knows something that I may never know. But each one teach one, each one reach one. So guys, whatever it is that you know, don't be afraid to share. I am only going to do 25 facts. There's like a million facts I could have come up with, but I didn't want to exhaust you all. So I chose 25 of the easiest thing that you can use to identify somebody who is autistic or living with the autism disorder. Right, so number one. Good morning, Miss Charlotte. As I said, guys, I often say this, I am not no doctor. I have no PhD. I have no master's. I have nothing in autism. I just have a son that's living with autism, and I just felt that I had to do this so I can educate a lot of my followers. Right, I know negativity sells, because I know if you go on the drama pages, there's a million people. But things educational, people don't take the time to listen. But it's okay, guys. Just at least I always try to ensure that somebody learns even one thing. Even if you learn one thing, my job is done. Okay, guys? Alright, so let's get into it, my love. And feel free to share any points you have, any questions you want to ask, just ask it. I'll answer to the best of my abilities. Right. So as you guys know, my son name is Aiden Irving. You can always go on his YouTube channel, guys. It's Aiden Irving. His deafblind story. The link is pinned. You can click on it and it takes you to his page. Just subscribe. Just lend your support. Okay, so let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing about autism, so once you see ASD, it means autism spectrum disorder. Yes. But, so in case you see that word, don't freak out, guys. It's still the same thing as an autistic child having autism. It's just the same thing. It's just the medical terminology. So don't ASD, if you see that word, it's just saying autism. Alright, so the first thing, rule number one about autism, guys, socialization is key. Alright, so everything I put, I'm going to put a spin to my child. And as I said, guys, my son may be different from your autistic child, being that my son is also deafblind. So a lot of the disorders will affect him, because naturally once you're deafblind, there's a lot of things similar to autism. So it's just a crazy thing. Anyway, let's get into it, guys. Alright, so Miss Willie says, good afternoon. Miss Willie says, maybe depending on where you're tuning in from. Good afternoon, my love. Alright, so first thing, socialization is key, guys. Right, so I can't put my laptop here because it's going to block me out. So I had to shift it so you guys can at least, see his mama. Alright, so the first thing, usually when you have a child that's autistic, socialization is one of the things that you notice. You leave your child to play with other kids, nothing works. I don't know if you notice. If I put my son outside, please don't focus on the deafblind, because naturally he's not going to see them. And if he's deaf, he's not going to hear them with his device off. So I'm not going to put it like that. So I want you to take that out of it and I want you to focus on the behavioral, the socialization side. So even if my son had perfect vision, perfect hearing, it would still go back to being the same. All right, so they said they have difficulties in communication. So naturally they're socially awkward. So a lot of persons see your kids and your kids now bond with other people and when you lick them and say them fool and whatever. But maybe there's something medically wrong. So guys, this is for the education of my Jamaican people, because I am from Jamaica and I was limited. I'm only sharing the little knowledge I have. Okay? All right. So they have a hard time reading body language and understanding the importance of your tone and sarcasm. Let me read again. Miss Smith says, so true. Yes, so this is for my Jamaicans. Listen again. A child who is autistic or who is under the autism spectrum, listen, they're socially awkward, guys. Right? 2, they don't understand how to communicate. They have a difficulty reading body language. They don't understand your tone nor sarcasm. Listen, guys. So don't judge your kids if they're socially awkward. Maybe something is wrong. Jamaican people, you send them go school and them slow. Your teacher put them at the back bench because them slow, or them put them in a dunce class. But nobody take the time out to understand why is it that my child is limited to learning. Okay, Miss Smith says, my son has a disability. He is Alfredo people. He's afraid of people? Yes. Yes. So, as I said, guys, don't judge your child if they're socially awkward. Okay? All right. I will say this. There was a mom who had a child, and it's like she sent the child to school, but she realized that when you have to be observant, guys. Be observant about your kids. When she sent the child to school, she realized that when he came home, like his homeworks were limited. Like, you know, when you send out a child, but when they come home, the homework is either at half, or you can't make out what he wrote off the board, or something was happening. Anyway, it kept on happening more than once, more than twice, more than thrice, more than 5th time, 6th time. So she said, you know what? Her son was sitting at the back bench at that time. And she said, you know what? Let me go take my son to the doctor. Because she knew, as I said, people know your kids. She knew she had a brilliant child. But she just didn't understand why the child wasn't functioning at its maximum. The child wasn't dunce, people. Only love sound to pity them dunce. The child wasn't dunce. However, after she took the child to go get the glasses, she realized that the child couldn't see far. So just imagine now, me is a Jamaican, real authentic Jamaican mother. Me I talk about it. Oh my God, my little tummy is out the door. Let me fix up myself. I'm being a professional listener, you know. That's why I try to look professional. All right, so just imagine. I am the authentic Jamaican dark mother, because we dark. Somehow we dark. We are not exposed, so naturally we in the dark. So me come home now, me start boof him, boop, lick out him back, boof, me lick out his side, boop, me thump him today. All that time, I just didn't understand that my child couldn't see. But thank God that child had an understanding mother. She knew her child, and she knew her child was brilliant. When she took him, the child could not make out the things from at the back of the class. So what they had to do now was to put the child to the front of the class. And he excelled. So this is the same thing as developmental disabilities or autism. It's not the same correlations. Don't get it mixed up. I'm just painting a picture that a lot of us are negligent to our children. And we have to play better roles. Yes. Miss Janet said, big up yourself, talk up the things, queen. Yes, my love, definitely will. Hi, Miss Reed. Good morning, my darling. All right, so let's move on. All right. So contrary to what a lot of people believe, or there's a lot of myths, I'm going to go through some of the myths too. Autism has no cure. So, it's like how you say, I find cancer cure, AIDS cure, every kind of cure in the book. autism or autism disorder, autism spectrum, autism, or however you want to spin it, there's absolutely no cure. So Aiden Irving will be autistic till the day he dies. And I hope that you're listening, and I want you to understand what I'm saying. Okay. And this is what it says. All right. The only cure, listen now guys, as me said, there's no remedy, there's no cure, but I'm just going to break it down to what they're interpreting the cure as. So, I'm not going to use the word cure, because maybe if I use the word cure, I'm contradicting my story. So let's cut the cure part out. So there's no cure. The only remedy for autistic kids is specialist, therapist. So now you guys know that my son has in-home therapists, at-school therapists, and if he can get one in the bathroom when he's having a bath, there's going to be a therapist in there. So the only cure, let me cut that word because this cure thing is killing me. The only thing that can help my son is through therapist. So which means speech therapist. I'm going to go down into the level of speech and everything about autism. So don't, as I said, I'm just taking it from the front, but everything will tie in the moment I finish this speech. Right, so the first thing, speech therapist is needed, is a must. I'm going to go into the speech, guys. Don't quote me yet. I'm going to explain. Occupational therapy. You see, my son has his therapist that teaches him how to use his pins to grasp everything. Right, so the therapist comes in play once you have an autistic child. Kids, people, please get help for the kids. There's no cure, get help for the kids. Right, and behavioral analysis. So that's where the behavioral specialist will come in. So listen, once you find your child with autism, he's going to be socially awkward, as I mentioned before too. You have to get that child a speech therapist, a behavioral therapist, and an occupational therapist. My son sees all three. All right. Miss Smith says, I go to school with my disability kids in Jamaica. All my family say I was lazy and fool. Now I live on my own doing better than their children. Miss Katie, let me tell you something. Don't limit yourself. And don't allow anybody. You see, if it was up to me, Miss Katie, let me tell you. I'm now here. I don't know how God is making me survive in America. I even completed my drivers. I can legally drive in America. When me never have a driver Jamaica. Me used to take my sister car them and do foolishness with it. Pada on road. Because you know that's how we do it thing. But now I legally can drive in America. I went and I did my test. Me see people in the big exam a cheat. Have all their phone and some say no phone, no nothing. And then sit down in the exam a cheat. And me do it. I don't do it because I want to drive because I can jump on the lift every day. But I do it because my son will need it. I need to know that my son is going to get older. I need to transport him to different places. So don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. Me come here, me see some people say then they are 12, 13 years, never have a bank account. And me come to America and me have bank account. Me come, me do tax. Me see people say I hide from tax. No, me file all my taxes. And me no have dry shit in my butt. Do not limit yourself, Miss Smith. Don't limit yourself. Me start clothing line. Me start calendar line. Me I write my son memoir. Don't limit yourself. Remember, me no have no support. You never see nobody around me. You never see a man standing around me. You never see nothing with creep and crawl around me. And me alone sit down unemployed in the middle of America and getting things done. When me I walk in a places, me have me US papers them. I mean, immigration give me the go ahead to get my legal documents because I'm not illegal. But I'm trying to let you understand that me never sit down and limit myself. Me could have sit down and say, boy, me have one disabled baby. Let me try and figure it out. But me want bigger things than I don't just want to have a disabled child. I want to make something in America. Me get one chance, and that one chance I'm going to... Listen to me. I don't know, but I have nothing is limiting me. They're still doing my social and whatever. I just have to wait. But in the meantime, they have legally given me grounds to accomplish everything I need to do sitting right here. And it's not like I'm sharing my business where that is important to people. My business is my business. But I'm telling you, Miss Smith, because you mentioned family. I don't see family. You guys see me with family? You guys see any family standing? My son is 4 years old. You never see me stand up with no family. I say, boy, my family has supported me 1 million. You guys see, I ain't got no, I have relatives. My family is my child. And I'm happy that nobody helped me. I am happy that nobody helped me, because when I'm getting my gratification and my glory days are coming, me no want to see none. So you just have to go through the muck. You have to go through the wilds. And as I say, Miss Smith, you are doing wonderful on your own. So see, Miss Smith says, I'm in Florida doing amazing, but I just learned to work with it now. You, listen to me, Miss Smith, the sky is the limit on the things that you can achieve, my love. Don't limit yourself on nothing. Nothing at all. Okay? Alright, so let's get back into it, my love. And congratulations, Miss Smith, for defying the odds, not allowing anybody to stand in your way of going to get what you want. Okay? Sitting here, I could have done, you have blind, what do you call these people? People who write the books for me. And let me tell you, people, I should have been presenting more, because usually I'm more active on my Facebook. If you notice lately, sometimes my friend, they said, there's them not hear from me. Me sit down and me are right. Me are right, because at the end of the day, everybody is achieving their goals. Me can't sit down and want to achieve my goals, and I'm going to be talking every day. Sometimes you call me at 2 days, 3 days, me zoom out. Me just have focus on getting my business done. Because everybody's getting their business done. You have to do something. So don't limit yourself. Me not have no, one thing with me, my heart is clean and pure. And I will stand in the gap for anyone. And my friends will tell you, when they talk about supporter, or when me homeless, I see my girlfriend get her apartment. I remember when she got her apartment and me homeless. And I say, when me dey on the phone, me say, me sit down and me a talk to her, and me, in my head, me map out all her design in her house. You can't ask her. And I say, okay, girl, get your bed over there, put your this over there, make sure you use these colors, and me send all the matching colors, and I saw me a design. I know my place, you know. Remember, me not live no way. But I want to tell you that anybody's success is good for me. Because if I am your diehard friend, I'm going to support you 100%. Don't limit yourself, and don't allow people to limit you. Don't allow people to limit you. And that's all I'm going to say. Okay, let's get back to business. Alright, so we just completed 2, but I broke it down. Miss Davidson says, I admire you a lot. Thank you, thank you, my love. Alright, so autism, you know, of course, there's always some scientists. Remember the last time I did Napoleon Bonaparte, he was the one who implemented Braille. So this time now it's Mr. Dr. Leo. I want to pronounce his name right. People will not kill me, because they know Jamaica, we accent strong. So forgive me if it's not pronounced as the, you know, the Americans, y'all with the pretty accents. All right, so Dr. Leo, oh my God, me a Leo, of course. So Dr. Leo Kanner, he was the first person who identified autism. Maybe when he identified the people, they think him crazy. But he was the first person, but he wasn't able to explain autism to the fullest. So what he did the best that he could in identifying as much as he could. Okay? So, when he identified it, this is how a lot of myth came about with autism. So, you know, Jamaica people, like, let me see if I can find one myth in Jamaica. You know, if you hang out your clothes at night, because something will dopey. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right, people? Hi, Miss Rose. Right, you know, if you go out late at night, if you walk back, we come inside. Yeah, we know these things, right? We are Jamaicans. We know if you cook past 6. Rolling calf, well, maybe people say they see rolling calf, me never seen none before, but rolling calf will run you down at night. All right, let's cut it right there. So I want to understand what myth means, right? So let's get into it. Right, so the myth came about after Dr. Leo Kanner. He was the one who realized that these kids were functioning different from the average kid. So he was the one who placed a name to autism. However, he wasn't instrumental in explaining autism spectrum to the wide broad that it has developed into now. So a lot of myths were created through that. So listen to the myth now. Listen to that one here. So no refrigerator mother. So the refrigerator like your fridge out there. So that was one of the common myths. So let me explain what it means. All right, remember I just explained. So they're socially awkward. They're a little distant. They tend to stay alone. I'm going to get into that in the rest of my meeting. But listen. So people used to come up with the myth now about no refrigerator mothers. But it was explained that persons thought that autism, alright, for example, I am the quiet type, I'm the shy type, me no like crowd, me no like whatever. I decide to give birth to Aiden. It is automatic that Aiden would have gotten my diagnosis. So that was one of the common myths. So most, the no refrigerator mothers were mothers who were socially awkward themselves, who wasn't too much into certain things, and because, alright, let me see if I can find a better example. Alright, Jews. I have friends that babysit for Jews. And it's like, based on how they explain it, these kids don't get to spend time with their mother. Them no bond with their mother. Them no do nothing. It's like, my girl, well, I'm talking about my friend. She says she have to feed the baby. Like once I hired her to live there, she have to do everything. That's how about in New York. You guys can feel free to back me up. And she said that she have to do everything. So me say the people, it's like how we would have run, go up a pitney, mush the pitney, and as when we come home, we take a pitney from the sitter. It's like, it's not like that. It's like they have to raise that child for the mothers. So there would have been no refrigerator mothers. They no give them no bonding, no time, no cuddling, no nothing. So the child automatically gets autism. So that's a myth, guys. So if you're even socially awkward, you can have brilliant children. It is not affected. Your child won't be affected by autism because you were not bonding and cuddling and mushing them. You guys understand? Alright, so let's get into the next one. Alright, so listen now, people. A lot of us have this thing. So me not get no vaccine. Can me get vaccine, maybe I will get autism. That's another myth, guys. There's no such thing that vaccine gives autism. Are you guys listening? So if you have your kids and you need to get them vaccinated, people, cut this myth out. Vaccine does not cause your kids to be born with autism. That's another myth, okay? And this is the same thing. These came from based on Mr. Leo Kanner. All right, so all of this came from that. All right, so let's get into it again, guys. All right. Late diagnosis is common. All right, so you can have a child. You remember, so sometimes we don't really understand. All right, for me, who is in the system of autism, I can look at somebody and I can tell you that child is autistic. But I remember the other day when I took Aiden to get a shot. And when I took him to get the shot, Aiden was acting different. My son was different. Everybody was just sitting there with their tablet and just doing their thing. My son was busy. Him want spin. Him no want sit down too long and get bored and tired. He no want sit down too long. He want to do him own thing. I mean, my son is responsible enough. And if I have him and I put him in my hands and I cuddle him, he'll settle down. Right? So I have little tactics that I use for my son in public. Alright. When I looked at Aiden and the other kids, I knew something was wrong. My son is 4 years old. And I'm not, as I said, guys, don't put the speech, because if you're legally deaf all your life and you just start hearing, there's no way you can develop communication without hearing. So please don't, I'm not putting the deaf blind. Right? So, but I was looking at the behavioral side. And I was like, no, man. People must be thinking, no, Lord God, mom, control your pitney, no, because a lot of us have that. We go out and we see one pitney misbehave. Most times they cannot. Me not think Aiden understand what I do. Because sometimes I say, Aiden, don't do that. He start do it. Like the other day, me had type. And him have a thing, him love keys. And he come by my laptop and him a type. But me no want to lose my work. So I say, Aiden, don't touch my laptop and he move where you on. Is it before me sit down and say, don't touch it, Aiden, that me see a type again. Me say, Aiden, don't do that. By the time me say I get, so it's like, maybe for him, it was fun. You think mommy a joke with him? So maybe I would have to come now and take him off and say, Aiden, don't touch mommy's laptop. You know, our Aiden is being naughty. Or, yeah, because that's what I try to do. So you understand. So I say, Aiden is being naughty. Aiden is not being nice. Aiden is being rude. So once he hear them knows that he's doing something. So me try to implement that so him understand the difference of doing the good and he's messing up right now. Right? So, right. So sometimes I don't want him around my laptop because sometimes I drink him juice, him drop on my juice. Me can't afford a one laptop me have. I would have died with all of my book and everything in it. So, yeah man, somebody didn't know me. I said, alright. So a lot of us didn't understand. And I was looking at it and I was like, these mothers must be saying, this mother, you're crazy. Why she come on? And then of course, you know, me Aiden step out like a Jay-Z and Beyonce invite we got the doctor. Cause you know, me love dress him up pretty. So them I look on we store just well planned together and Aiden does nice and sometimes he, my son's he makes those noise. Or yeah, some kids noisy. Some, as I said, autism affects everybody differently. Okay, guys, everybody differently, but I'm talking about my child. So you will hear Aiden making little autism noise, or in babble away. I mean, he's still learning to talk, so he will babble for the babbling's sake. But it's like when you look at the rationale of it, there was a lot of things that was different. There was a lot of things that was different. Anyway, no, get into it, right? So I understood. I know persons looking at us would say, control your penina. Why am I make so much noise? Or probably them would have get up from beside him because they are making little sounds. When everybody sit down just fast in them tablet and a touch. And them a move and them a squirt and them a... He doesn't understand. But then they don't know my child. They wouldn't look at my child and know my child. They just see a beautiful little boy walking well dressed. And him just probably spoiling mother, spoiling one pitney. Right? But we are judging. And a lot of us prejudge not knowing. But as I said, I was looking at it under their perspective. Nobody said anything, you know. I'm just saying. But if somebody walked in and my child was, everybody was comfortable and it's a picking me, tear down the place and I don't know about autism, I don't know about disabilities, I don't know about them something. Maybe I would have been prejudging too. Until the mother said, Mom is blind, is this is this. And then I would have said, oh God, I understand now. So I wouldn't fight anybody for prejudging because we don't understand. Okay. So let's get into it. Right. So as it says right here, late diagnosis is common. So you can't have a big man 40 just get diagnosis to him. As I said, it depending on how we as mothers go into it in depth and try to figure out what's wrong with our kids. For a lot of people right now, them have kids who are autistic all 50, 60 and they never know that child is autistic. So it simply means the late diagnosis is common because it has to do with how we perceive our child, the importance that we place in our child, in understanding our child. Some people just never know. Some people pick dead and they're autistic from here to them brain, but you just think that them brain slow so they can't talk, they can't do this. When I just autistic, the child is autistic, but we just never know. We just know it's slow and don't, and that's it. Alright, so as I said, that's common, guys. So it don't necessarily mean so you have a child tomorrow morning and you get up and know them autistic. No, it doesn't work like that. I'm going to share that part. So, right? So don't judge your kids, guys. Just get to know your kids and try to figure out if something is wrong with your child. Alright. Alright. And listen what this part says. Let me, before I go. Sadly, while parents often report noticing differences in their children at very young age. Listen, you know. So even though we as a parent observe, so me make sure I will put it out there because a lot of us observe and we'll go to the heads and we are telling them, boy, I will observe this about with child. Listen. Even sadly, while parents often report noticing differences in their children at very young age, many children are not diagnosed early. So as I said before, we notice, we not push it. At the same thing, me just read it in the English terminology so you guys can understand. In milder symptoms, as me said, remember I just said, different levels of autism. Some people have autism and you not even know. While some people, if you saw the TV, the thing on the TV, where the little guy walked into the computer store and like the noise triggered him, You saw that? Did anybody see that one? And he was just there beating the TV. When I read through the comments, everybody was going crazy. But then I understood it could have been Aiden. I mean, me I go hold me pitney and grip him. But the child was on the TV counter and he was hitting down, destroying all the TV. Me mean, thousands of dollars, you know. Flat screen curve, everything, and then kick them down, and box them down. So I think she went in the store and the store noisy. Him can't, because autistic kids don't do good with noise. And him start mash up everything, and me see somebody comment them, but in my heart it touched my heart because I had a child in that situation. So me didn't know. So these are things where maybe me I go lift his it. Maybe through Aiden blind, he now go, well, in climb still in on a ramp with him. But maybe him now go take it to that advanced effect because him limited to the visual effects. But that pitting they did a go on extra. So I know you guys must have seen it, but I'm just sharing. So everybody autistic level, as this says, and some persons are diagnosed much later. All right. So this is another thing. Autistic kids, oh Jesus of mercy, Lord. These people are calling me a granny. So autistic kids are most likely to have older parents. Them Brighty? Boy. So maybe I should have had Aiden. Not so much in my 30s, but in my 20s. So you hear that, people? So they say all of the people them were sit down and it's just like Down syndrome. 90% of kids who are born with Down syndrome are from older parents. So you say all of you where I save up the nice body and I wait till you know in the 50s and gain all the success and then you know go for them and then they come up with disabilities. I mean, you know, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm saying if you listen, these are situations that occurs with the older mothers. And if you notice them always tell you after 30, Jamaica for your 20, 30, they say high risk. You then say high risk. I got pregnant at 33. And when I went to my clinic, she said I was the oldest person she ever saw having their first child. So, you know, everybody had probably come out 16, 15, 14. But, you know, clinics and, you know, Jamaica clinic system, I be a young people. So, me, I did all the man to these people. But as such is life. All right. So, yes. So, the older you are, you're 90% more likely to have a child with autistic and Down syndrome. But we're not covering Down syndrome. I'm just talking about autism. All right. So, you hear what it says? So, mothers 35 or fathers 40 years older. Maybe Aiden could have missed because Aiden pa hole. So, you know, come from my side because I know I'm a genius. So, I must see him all side. So, you see, guys? Yes. So, Aiden, I'm so sorry, my love. All right. So, let's get into it again. All right. So, another factor for a person who are autistic, they have a lot of seizures. Aiden had a lot of seizures. Aiden had a lot. But Aiden's seizure came because he was deprived of oxygen at the hospital. So let me clear that up. It wasn't autism that caused his. Because remember Aiden's medical situation, based on what they explained to me, because he wasn't on the ventilator, his oxygen, his brain lacked oxygen because they wasn't giving him enough. Or maybe they give him too much. I think he got too much. Yes. Because remember, they never understand how to take care of Aiden. So they gave him too much and damaged Aiden's brain. Because as I said, the medical shows the damages, the scars. So this is different from autism seizures. So let me clear that up. But Aiden did have seizures a lot in his baby stage. Alright, so let's get out of that. So for the persons who have autism, you are most likely 30 to 50% most likely to always have seizures. Yes. Wow. So, or listen to this now, guys. Epilepsy. Yes, epilepsy is also one of the form of seizures. And as I said, it's a lifelong seizure. Epilepsy. So autistic kids tend to have epilepsy. And that is a lifelong disorder that now go nowhere. I mean, even though we know sometimes they don't have seizure for a while, but you just never know when it's going to reach you. So guys, if you have a child that is always having epilepsy attacks or whatever, we know when them drop a ground. I've seen it before. In the middle, I was shocked. The middle of half a tree me across the road and the big man just dropped down and nearly have heart attack. And he just a flick, and of course, at the crowd, and then everybody has to say, get away from the crowd, get away, get away, get away. And the man sit down a flick, and in there for a good little while, and you know, me I say, oh, no, protect him head, because him head a beat on the concrete, so me I tell him to protect his head or something. But I remember those days. So epilepsy is one. Yes, I know, yeah, I know it's a major form of seizures, yes. Yeah, man, I know. But you have different type of seizures. That's why I make sure that So Thea Chin says epilepsy is a form of is a seizure, which I know. But I wanted to let you understand, because Aiden had seizures. I know persons who have seizures, but it's not epilepsy. It's like some have quiver. What do you call it? Trivers. How do I put it? Tremors. Yes, tremors. That's a form of seizure. So as I said, guys, as she explained, even though it's epilepsy and it's a seizure, you have different levels of seizures. And Aiden had tremors. As I said, he has not had none since. And I know other mothers with kids with autism who have tremors. So tremors is like, you know, when you're cool. So they'll just be standing and you just see them like tremble. Tremble. So that's tremor. So that's a part of it. So as I said, the epilepsy is this one says it's the long-term seizure, which is the epilepsy version. So thank you so much, my love, for giving me that side of it. All right. So I want you to understand now. So a lot of persons think that once you're autistic, you won't have a great life. No, baby, that's not the case. And based on my research, it shows that you can lead to greatness. Yes. And Miss Thea says, grandma is a type of seizure that can be dangerous and cause injuries. So you see, thank you so much. So she's giving me the level of seizures that will pop up. And as I said, these are my research and persons are backing me. So I know my research is accurate 100%. Okay, thank you, my love, for adding that. That's greatly appreciated. All right, so guys, a lot of us again, and as I said, I'm going back to my culture, because if I was still in Jamaica, I would have sit down with Aiden at my house. I don't know one thing what going on with my child. Maybe, as I said, he would have been dead by now. I'm not predicting death, but the level of infection, he would have died. So, God brought him here for me to educate as much as I can. So, as you can see, it can lead to greatness. People, don't limit yourself. My son is brilliant. I know that my son has developmental disabilities also. And I know it's going to take him. So, it's like if I say, Aiden, 1 + 1, baby, is 2. He never have a clue what me talk about. Or if I said, Aiden, let's go do some algebra. You probably not even know what the first al mean, or if I pronounce the word al. So the level of disability that my son has, it's going to deplete a lot of things. But I know that he may not ever be a doctor or a judge, but I improve his skills. And I tell people this all the time. My son can, me see my son in the bathtub holding breath underwater, me I count 5 seconds. Most people not even want their face underwater. And when my son say him run out of breath, he take up his head, him breathe, and then go back again for one next 5 seconds. And if he's just, remember, say, me not teach my son to swim, and my son teach himself. Me not teach my son none about keyboard, and sometimes I see my son play all the keyboard and him spin. And when it stop, anywhere in there, because sometimes he make it play out in the drive you crazy, but you have to listen. Yes, when him ready, him go back to the keyboard, and him, I don't know how, because the keyboard have 1 million tones. I don't know how him find it, me love. Me not tell no lie, say God up above, I don't know. But he know the key when the touch will give him that particular sound, and when it tap, him go right back, and make sure say zoom it up, but you have to listen one next 30 minutes. And when that stop, he might go back one next 30 minutes, so you have to get used to it. That is what he loves. Me have to tolerate it. Someone will say, boy, me can't take it nice in my head. Lord Jesus made a hat me. People, me put him way down the so I'm in my room. Me used to have it in my room and me take it out. So I put in keyboard way down the so. So it's when him make it nice, because like all the door is me right. But me not interrupt him. Hello, every early as the morning in the panic. As late as the night. Me know he no must get algebra, people. But me have to work with him and make him do well, love. Me still love gymnastics every day in the panic. Head tap him a boom flick better on me. Him a roll him body. And sometimes he sit down and he roll him body and him body no go straight over. You see him roll again. And he roll again. He not stop rolling, you know. Until him body make it. And I say, God, this a pitney more persistent than me. So don't limit them, guys. They can lead to greatness. My son loves swimming. In a van goggle, some pitney a swim. They don't want the water bounce their face. You can't put their head under water, you know, because them a freak out thing. My son want put his head and him a turn how long to see how well he will do. Under that, how long him can breathe. And when him a blow, you want to see him a blow a bubble. Him a blow him bubble. Because he make up his mind, say, him a go probably the next time in my master 10 seconds. You just have to watch him. And he understands him a run out of breath and take up back his head. But you just have to watch him and monitor him and ensure, say, he can do that. And when we put him in a water for play, we put him in there for play because where we live there was a pool. So me and he used to go swimming. He don't have the option now. So I said, let me get one bath pan and put water in there. And it no matter if I 1 feet of water, he might put his head down there, he might try to balance under that. So I'm trying to let you understand. So even though I miss the pool, I try to create one little bath pan with pool for him. Because I eat in love. The next time now me get rich, now me done publish my book and me can choose the house now. One big dirty pool I go there at the back and me know I hit him love. One studio I go there where me know him I beat all the drum and him play all the music because I hit him love. So don't limit your kids, guys. See, you can lead to greatness. Let me make sure I put the word. Autistic kids can lead to greatness. Stop limiting them the pitney and stop calling them fool and them dunce. Alright, Miss Andy said for some reason the challenges when trying to conceive after age of 35. The most common cause of the age-related decline in fertility is less frequent ovulation. Yes, as women age, hold on, this is a little long, so let me read it. Alright, so let me say ovulation. As women age, they begin to, oh Jesus. As women age, they begin to have less occasional cycles where an egg is never released. Egg quality and quantity also decline in a woman's 30s and 40s. In that case, oh Jesus, in that case, children will be autistic or have, yes girl, I was just about to get to that word, the Asperger syndrome. I was, listen to me, miss, if me turn my laptop, you're going to think I lie me I tell. See it right here, so me love. Right here, so I'm not even going to tell no lie. Let me show Miss Andy. It's right here in my research, the Asperger syndrome. So, sister, me tell you something the pampat. Thank you so much for adding that, because I was getting there, my love. But since you left it, I won't even touch it. So, several children can have normal life. I have a niece that has disability, and she's very smart. Thank you so much, Miss Andy. That is brilliant. So, you see, guys, my research is top notch. Thank you, my love. So, you see, her niece is brilliant. Do not limit our kids, guys. Alright, so Miss Chin says, while individuals with autism may have severe sensory issues and having their heads underwater, for example, they will not tolerate. And my son love it. Hello, thank you, Jesus, for that. My son is autistic and he love it because of what he love. Everybody level of tolerance is different. Thank you so much, Miss Chin. Alright, so Miss Janelle says, for real love. And Miss Wally says facts. So thank you so much, guys. So thank you so much for the participation. This was needed. All right. So she just mentioned the Asperger and said when you're 30, 40s, you know, the ovulation and all that situation slows down. And right. So thank you so much for, we not even have to go through that. We're going to skip that now, guys. So big up yourself, Miss Andy, and thank you for that. All right. Listen to this one now. So early treatment is important, guys. All right. So a lot of us did take it late, but as it says right here, early treatment is important. So, guys, if you don't see anything wrong with the kids, anything, listen to me. Sometimes, you know, we feel fool in our say because a lot of us are afraid to admit these things. A lot of us. Let me tell you something. When we have disabled kids, we're afraid. Me know people right now. All right, one mother reached out to me, and she said her child's eyes. Something is wrong with the child's eye. But she's afraid to go seek medical help. No, me not understand that now. Alright. So me see something wrong with my child and my baby young. And you need me, Karen Ellis, now to tell us, Mama run like a thief and me sit down and struggle with one blind pin, pin is still a vision. Alright, so me something there. Yeah. Yes. So, these are the things I'm trying to let you understand. Mothers, we have to step out. We cannot be embarrassed for disabilities. Because guess what? You see, instead of you being embarrassed and you slow that child down, you see, when you want to have a normal life at 30, 40, you're stuck with that child. When that the child could have been independent, first thing is first, they advise me, Mom, Ed may never learn algebra. Them not God enough. But at the reality me I look on. So listen, teach him skills. Teach him how to brush his teeth. Teach him how to bathe himself. Teach him how to put on his shoes, take off his shoes. Teach him how to do that. It's when my son come home. It says he come to the door and drop a little buttocks on the floor. I see him take off his shoes and the socks. Tile cold, tile hot, he might take out. Like, I don't know if that then teach him at school. But when he reach home, he come like him whole body a creep and crawl, him have to take that off. Then you see him take off the pampers and he take a Lord God, sometime all the little poop in the pampers. Oh Jesus, me can't even stop him. Because he might help himself. So we just have to clean up after him. Sometimes I sit down and me have a big nice bowl of food in front of me and so me depend. And me just smell the nice aroma. I said, me look, Lord of mercy. The nice clean son. Look like him just don't beat son do the cake. Me can't even beat him. He can't communicate and say, Mommy, me can't, me do, and me want to take it off. So he take it off. So what me I gonna know? Beat him, beat him, beat him. No, Aiden, keep on the pampers. No, take it off, Papa. Take it off. Me just have to help myself and clean up. Take it off, Papa. Reggae, don't I know then give some beating because they not clean up, you know. When I look, you know, sometimes when I look, me say I'll Aiden foot. Me say I'll do the print. And a white tile me having a just he like do the print, them a cry like him take out the pampers. Sometimes, you know, he have on pull-ups. So like he take out the pull-ups and he, you know, the just got him pull it, him push it down. And he drop down on your foot and he step out. And when you look down, he step. Sometimes he must step out of your pampers and step in your poo-poo, you know, Lord of mercy. So when you look down, you just see like a white tile and they look do the print. Lord Jesus, me can't even cuss him. Me sometimes me bust out a laugh. Sometimes me not even want to eat back the food. But me have to do it, Papa. Me have to do it. He might help himself. What me I gonna do? Lick him and say then. So next time then he sit down and I do the for all day. I mean, I'm here with him. But I'm just saying. He might learn life skills, people. Enough people to do something there. You see them all have them do the and they write up all on the wall. They don't understand me, don't know how you do it in the car. And I like a pretty smell, so me don't know how you sit down and play night. Me put head up on the paddy and him peep in the paddy. If me not take up a pee same time, my boy sit down and a proper you that think I swim, the only thing left in do a swim. He in the pee and him a pala and him a enjoy himself in that. What me I go do? He might help himself and me proud of him. Just to sit down. But me have to make a party have music and song and everything and he sit down and when the song stop and the people don't come at him press back the song. So you sit down and let the party music till you're tired. What me I go do? And him press back the party. And Lord, that the poo-poo, you said, poo-poo hurry up and come now, poo-poo hurry up and come. Yeah, beg all the poo-poo to come, because now stop playing that, you know. But he's learning. He knows that the handler, when they flush it, he make the flush sound and he make the music. So nothing now play and he just work it. So all when he poo-poo, the flush now gonna make no sense, because it's just fun for him, but he's learning. If you don't mind me asking, because I am joining late, does your son have autism? Wait, where's that question? Does your son have oh Lord, where's that question? I was reading it. If you don't mind me asking, all right. Oh Jesus. All right, so my screen is asking, I am joining late. Does your son have autism or another related disability? Yes, my love. Yeah, he does have autism along with being deafblind. So he has like so much. When it comes on to sensory issues, and of course one day I'm going to get into sensory issues because that's another big thing a lot of persons are requesting. So I'm definitely going to do sensory issues the next time. All right, so Mr. Atkins, big up yourself, Yankee, bless, teach them all the necessities of life. I will, my love, forever and ever. All right. Miss Janio says, my daughter don't have a disability, but she's just 10 months old, and believe me, she can work her iPad. My family is telling me she's too young to have it, but don't limit your kids. Thank you so much. Do not limit your kids. Their age is just a number. Exactly, my love. All right. If you see my daughter go on Netflix and find Coco Melon all by herself, you couldn't believe, and she's just 10 months old. You can imagine? You're right. Just no disability don't stop your kids from becoming stars. Every child is different, and they were born for greatness. I see a blind child play the piano. You are in the land of opportunity where there's numerous resources for your son, and he will be great in Jesus' name. You're doing a great job, and I admire you. You deserve a mommy award. Oh, God. Thank you, my love. Thank you. All right. So thank you so much. So see it? You deserve greatness, and thank you for that beautiful episode. Guys, let me tell you, man. Don't limit your kids. And see, that the same thing I said before, even mommy said that. Right? Your disabilities can never be an... Remember my son, you know. Remember my son's great... Remember my son's logo? Born to shine. He fought to survive. I not even remember my son logo. For sure, I said, I not even remember my son logo because I feel so... Oh, my son logo again. Oh, born to shine, fought to survive. Even without sight, I still have vision. My son's disability doesn't mean inability. Remember, say from my son, and that's how I start out. That's my son's logo. That's going to be in his book. Born to shine, he fought to survive. Even without sight, I still have the mental vision. My son's disability doesn't mean inability. And everybody see my son as he progresses. Oh no, watch him. Watch him. Greatness. Alright. Miss Chin says, thank you for replying. I was asking because you're living in Florida and you need to put your son on the med waiver. You'd have to tell me explain that med waiver for me, my love. Okay, Miss Chen, you'd have to explain what med waiver is. Let me know what that is so I can see if he's already on it. Because as I said, a lot of things I did through myself. So I don't know. I navigate this Florida like I'm living a long time, people. So if you explain what that means for me, I'll definitely... Alright, so Miss Chin says the med waiver. If you haven't already done that, I am a mom of a 13-year-old boy with autism as well as a caseworker for the med waiver. Kudos to you for advocating for your son. Person's first disability after meeting person with autism. Alright, first. Kudos to you for advocating for your son. Person's first disability after meeting person with autism. Because the person comes first, they can do anything they want. Explain the bottom part. But okay, so maybe I need to get in touch with you, Miss Chin. And you tell me about this med waiver. Good morning, Miss Campbell. Yeah, you'd have to tell me what the med waiver is and explain it a little more. So I know if he's on it or not. Because as I said, Aiden is in... Well, I mean, not even know. Aiden and everything. Right now, I just did... I was just... had to do this something for Aiden, whereas he's going to be in this magazine advocating for the deafblind community. So as soon as that magazine is out, I'll definitely, of course, you know me, I share everything. And of course, you saw that he launched the most successful in-home visit for cochlear implants. So he's doing amazing things, and I know this book is going to launch him on top of the world. Yeah, man, so don't limit yourself, guys. Don't limit yourself. Plus, they want him to be on their website. So he's going to be representing their brand. So he's going to have a webpage designed for him. Also, his magazine. So he has great things coming up, my love. I don't limit him. As I said, I'm doing 50 million things. And I could have had, as I mentioned before, I could have had a ghostwriter for Aiden's book. But I don't think a ghostwriter can do me justice. I'm the only person. I write my son's book and I'm crying. I didn't even know that I could write a book and I'm crying. Sometimes when I look at my pictures and I'm pulling back from the beautiful vision, it takes a toll. But I have to do it. I could have avoided all that, but nobody sees my pain but a mother. Only a mother can tell her pain, my love. Yeah, man. So I'm alone sit down and write this. Me now have a second to do a verse or a chapter for me. I'm alone sit down. When me submit them, I look at me. Even when I sent it to the publicist and she read my book, she said, Mom, you lying. You're underestimating yourself. I said, why? She said, the quality of work is... She said, the quality of work I presented, a lie me I tell. You can't tell me, say, me never do writing before. She said, my work, if you listen to the voicemail, it was impeccable. The amount of time to compliment me. She said, other than few little glitches here and there, and I mean, if you're writing hundreds and 200 pages, it's impossible for you to make a mistake. So me not worry about that. She just kept on complimenting. She was like, oh my God, what? Oh my God, this is brilliant. Every page you turn, there's a picture. And if the chapter too long, me have to put the picture at the end, so maybe I might miss a one page without a picture, but me try if it add the picture. So anything you see there, there's a picture representing what he went through. You don't have to read the book for you understand the book. You can just look on the story and it tells you everything that's going on. For the persons who can read. Alright, so Miss Chin says the med waiver is through an agency for for persons with disabilities. They will assist you with services for your son. For example, an aid, school later in life after 22 years old. They do group home therapies. Hold on. Okay, etc. Okay, so they are the persons who does aid, provide aids for the school, and they'll help us with group therapies and stuff. Okay, all right. So I googled when I came here. I did a lot of googling. So most of these services, he has his personal. Oh, I don't know if is it the aid for the home or aid for the travelings and schools and stuff. Because he has a aid that he travels with. So clarify if it's the aid for the house or aid for the school. And he's supposed to get his home aid. Right, so all those paperworks have been submitted. So I guess at that time when I submitted the documents, I never had a place to live. I was at my friend's. So now that I'm, settled in, I guess now they'll definitely have somebody that comes in. So I don't know if that's the aid you're referring to. Let me know, please. Yes. Let me see. For real, this world needs more mothers like her. Miss Chin says apdcares.org. You can read them. Okay, so I'm definitely going to Google it and see what comes up for that. Alright, so Miss Janelle says, for real, this world needs more mothers like her. She's superb. Thank you, my love. Miss Campbell says, super mom. Alright, so Miss Chin said, oh, so aid for the home. Alright, so I'm going to look it up because I did sign up for the aid for somebody to be home with him. So that at least I can get stuff done instead of sending him to daycares and stuff. I prefer to have somebody come in. I'm like that. I'm pretty. He goes to school all day. When he comes home, somebody can stay with him if I'm supposed to work or all that. So it works out for me if he comes home. No daycare or nothing like that. So I'm definitely going to look at it and I'm going to see the options that they have. If I don't already have those options, I'm definitely going to go into it. Because let me tell you, anything my son is signed up for, I'm going to sign up. Alright, so Miss Chin says, trust me, you will need it later in life. And there's a wait list which takes you years. But just suggesting good luck and don't stop, keep going. Alright, so I'm going to sign up for now. I mean, for now, I'm home. And then he goes to school, the bus drops him off, I'm here. But I'm definitely going to put it in because, as I said, if I should start working tomorrow, if my work permit comes or whatever, and I need to start working, you just never know. Maybe my book will be super successful. I don't have to work. I'm just praying. But, I'll definitely have to flabbergast on that because I really need to. I have to. I would definitely take it into consideration. So I'm going to look it up. I'm going to text you anything I'm not understanding. Miss Chin, I'm right at your messenger. Alright, so guys. Alright, so they say autism is on Sesame Street. Alright, so did you know that there's somebody that plays a role on Sesame Street who is autistic. So they implemented the first level of autism on Sesame Street. A lot of persons, maybe we not even know that we love the little Grouch and him mix a Cookie Monster and Helmo. So maybe we not even that thing about those type of things. But they were first introduced on Sesame Street. Yeah, man, I'm definitely going to do it, my love. Right. So there was this person on there, Miss Julia. I think she was one of the hosts. And she has autism, so she was one of the persons who was on Sesame Street. Me not even didn't know. So she autistic. Because a lot of us, if you know Julia was one of the persons who was doing the hosting. I didn't know she was autistic. So they were the ones that first implemented it so other persons can use autistic persons to represent their whatever. I didn't even know that. I mean, watched Sesame Street for years, and at first me I know. So then they have all autism persons representing it. So you see, guys, maybe you're the first one I know too. Alright, so listen to this now, guys. Alright, so for my son, they say, alright, oh God, we've gone so far off track, but let's get back into it, guys. So, autism, of course, I'm doing 25. I still have like 10 more to go. So let me see if I can go fast in case you guys have to go. Alright, so wandering is common. Let me tell you something. My son, Lord Jesus wisdom, my son a wanderer. I have this little porch outside that I put all his toys and everything. So when him want outside, if him not off open my door, let me tell you, my son is smart. My son uses his mouth because he has sensory issues. I'm going to cover sensory issues. So he uses his mouth to test anything. So like he uses his mouth to bite on the remote to feel how hard it is. Then this is his this right here is spiky. He bites everything. That's how him test life. I didn't know that. Me just think he might eat down my house, but I didn't know it was a form of, I mean, it's sensory, I know, but it's a part of him navigating because him not have no eyes, so him hands and him mouth work. Me not know them mess up the people. I'm just sharing. Hold on, my laptop is going. Hold on. Alright, so let's go. Yeah, I don't want to close off. Yes. And my son would use his mouth. And then one day, because he used to hide my door before, you could hold on to it and push it. Because I teach him how to open the door. Just in case anything should happen. Anything should happen, he must know how to open one door. That's just my thing. I know it's crazy. Because they can open the door and wander off. But me not look on oh, uno look on it. Me look on it different. There's no way my son wants to go outside for his toy. He can't communicate. And he can't want me door go to his toys. No, man. So my son knows how to open my door. And what he did first, he used his mouth. My door is a knob. The turning one. And I said, no, man, Aiden, you can't open my door. Remember me tell all his teachers, Aiden can't open my door. But as I said, he knew how to do the lock where I used to live. But this time it's a knob. Anyway, I sat in class one day. And Aiden, I guess, tired because you know you come from school and then you have teachers, so maybe he looks a little tired. And my son decided he want to come in at the house. Because we're outside. It's when me look. I see Aiden use his mouth. And he turn the lock like he realizes a turning thing. If me bolt it, he not going to know how to click the bolt. Like that. He not going to know how to find a little bolt. Maybe we have to teach him. You know, when you lock your door, you have the little mini bolt inside. I sit down and me I say, no man, he can't what me do. And so me the teacher laugh and me I laugh. It's when he look, he use his mouth and turn the lock. And when he use his mouth and turn the lock, he realize say, the further me turn, and then while he might turn it, he might jerk the door. And me I tell you this, Jesus Christ seated on his ISCs looking down on Karen Ellis right now. Me no out the door where lightning can't strike me, but he can probably strike through the roof. My son opened me the door and I saw me and the teacher look. And both of us sat there looking and I felt so bad because me just say, and me literally just as my son can't open my door. So me don't know if I hear me I say, Mommy, you're an idiot, man. You're a fool. Me know if I open my door a long time. And me say my son burst the door and me and the teacher sit down and look. Me literally fool because me just swear upon my life. So my son don't know if I open my door. So Jesus Christ up above there. The teacher we always say she come and today is Monday, this is her class day. Because we have the day schedule where the teachers then come in. open the door. And I say, okay. Now I see my son open me the porch door for go outside. So you have the porch door and then you have this door. So this is outside the porch where you can get outside. And this is the door to the porch. This now which for all line toys them line up so you know if you find in toys. Alright, that's now this is one little lock where you pull. And my son know how to pull that. My son know how to pull the lock on the door. Me now ask Christ. And then now him wonder. You see like outside how big and spacious out there be? So when my son bust the door, when my son bust the door, then me love, you can't hold him again. Well, thank God it's fenced off. But you wonder. Me just have break it down what wondering means. You find a pitney just a wonder going about in business. You know, alright. You know, they say people senile. Jamaica says senile. Me always use senile. You have one word for it. If you remember the word for that, senile. We say senile. Because when Jamaica people, we cut everything short. But I'm trying to find, let me try to stable this laptop. I'm trying to find that word. But, you know, they have one next name. Hush. Let me try to figure out how to make my laptop in the thing. Alright, yeah. Senile. But, I know senile, it have one next word. Jesus. It have one word. Anytime I remember the word, they tell me. Where all people, after a while, their memory start go all over the place and they wonder. If you ever see some old people just get up and just go about them business. I say, where's Jessica? Yeah, if you start lock up all the door with them also because you know so they will just get up and wander off. That's like an autistic child. They wander. They not all water, they will just go about them business and drown. So you have to watch them like a hawk. As me say, Aiden no blind, you know, and Aiden wander off. So just imagine the one them will have full vision. My good God. No, sir. Miss Smith says, good morning, good morning, Supermom. Good morning, my love. Alright, I don't know what's going on with Alzheimer's. Beautiful, my love. Thank you so much. That's the word I was looking for. Yes. They wonder off. So autistic kids have that same trait. They love wander off. Alright, so I don't want my phone fall. Right. Alright, so let's get into it. All children, you know, listen, you know, can wander off. But studies have shown that kids with autism or, as we say, ASD, autism spectrum disorder, are the same thing. I'm not going to the long medical term, I just cut it. And Jamaican, maybe me love cut shortcut. Right. Are most likely to wander off in dangerous situations. Remember, I said to you guys at the top, them don't know danger. You could have used sarcasm till on the dead. You know, sometimes we're sarcastic with the pit name, then they know what to do. They don't understand sarcasm. I just mentioned all of the listings. They don't understand these things. So they are most likely. Example, I just mentioned water. And it's clear right here. Pools, rivers, lake, busy streets. An autistic kid can just turn up and 1 million car come and just walk right out in it. There's a swimming pool. Then just go wander right into the swimming pool. They wander off, guys. So please, if you have an autistic child with a swimming pool, please, me I beg you no. Not like, you see, at 8 now we can pull doors. So me sit down one day, me I put me nice oxtail, because I love oxtail. Why me look, me can't find me one pitney. Oh, sometimes me know some enough to talk, but you know, sometimes some people that upon me live not understand. So let me go into the clean version. Right, so I'm here cooking my oxtail. And Aiden decided now that he understands how to open the door, he's going to open that door. He's going to open the door to the porch because there's no keys and locks there. And there's a swimming pool right out there. You know Aiden love water. So just imagine now, me sit down nice and when me look, me see me nice, good clean son. He can't call me and say, Mommy, why murder me dead? Mommy! He can't talk. He can't see. Lord of mercy upon my spirit. And then me not even pick up say like a second in bust through everything. God, when me go me see me nice little sugar lumps afloat. Lord Jesus, that would have taken me right then and there. Me, I'm not a swimmer, boy. I'm afraid that me hate water. But all if I 6 feet me see him afloat, me and him go join together and I come here go for him. Me can't swim for save my life. Me can't do little swimming in a shallow part, but me no big swimmer. But if me see me little son and in there by 6 feet part, Jesus have mercy. Why? When me done chucking at that, maybe me I go dead too. But me have to do something because if me sit down and say me I go dead, just looking. So might as well me just try. You understand what I'm saying? So they wander off people. Me not no spool on me back of me yard, but there's a road, right? You know, America people, them won't really have no fence. This place has fence. Thank God. But just imagine me not no fence now, and me live right car right, so we live busy. And when you look now, me they know and me sit down preoccupied. Maybe I check my phone or do something. You just never know. Because accidents happen, people. You can't be the most perfect mother, accidents happen. You not have to be the worst mother if things happen. And when me look, me young girl, Mama, me just let me pick you know. Because I ain't no fasting, I ain't no for running, my teacher ain't no for running. Lord Jesus, when I ain't no run left me. I can't stay there. Every morning, before I go up on the bus, I say, Aiden, let's go, it's running time. And I carry my son out the door and me and him a run. You want to see like a rat foot them kind of foot, little and tiny, you know. And him a run. And imagine now me teach him to run and then him go run in a car. Lord God, mother dead again. Come I say, Lord God, me teach him how to swim. Now me teach him everything when me teach him to do a hit take in life. Oh Jesus Christ, I couldn't live with myself. Just like how sometimes I say, boy God, look how me 5 months pregnant in America. And I could have my nice baby. And I take up and say, oh, I want to honor the country of America. So let me take my child back to Jamaica. Because I don't want to be illegal in America. And carry him down and then mash up my pitney. No, I'm in America. I'm at your mercy. I'm at your mercy. Can you grant me some paperwork to stay? I'm just showing you. So sometimes we have to do the right thing, you know. But sometimes the adverse effect of doing the right thing can really not be the best thing. But guess what you have to do? You still have to teach them. I don't know if you don't understand me. You understand? Because in could have been normal and be there in America. But I take up the marriage proposal for your father. I said, I'm not married to no papa. Because if I don't love you, I'm not married to you. I just be that. I not go married because I get pregnant. I go married because I never married before and I not rush down doing something there. I not rush no marriage. Me, I only 100 this stay single. I just want successful. Have money in my account. I can take care of my pitney. I'm 100% fine. I'm good with that. And anybody who knows me, I'm not frightened over man. I'm not frightened over their money. I'm not frightened over nothing. I know how to be a hunger. I know how to be a proc. I know how to be homeless. I know everything. I could about that sitting when I could do in America and the land of opportunity. I could have find and I could have do so many things to get money. And when I come and say, listen people, I'm homeless today now. But I know I'm going to get a place. And when I get my place, I never beg nobody. I never ask nobody for lend me no $100. I save every dollar I have everything and make sure say there's a roof provided. So the point of the matter is, me not frightened. Things that people frightened over, me not worry about this something. If you notice me, I try to build a brand. Because I believe that success is ultimate. Once you're successful, you don't have to look to a man. You don't have to look to your family. You don't have to look to your friend. You don't have to tell a landlord, say, boy, landlord, me not have rent. You're going to eventually successful enough to own your own. So my level of reason, ask anybody about me different. I am a nice young girl, single. I could have one man in my bed every night. Every place I live, they can tell you. There's no landlord that can tell you a man has ever entered my house. And I've been here 2 years now. Listening now, 2 years. And I lived in Orlando for 1 year and I live here. And nobody can say there's a man that has ever... And every place have the little hidden camera or whatever. Nobody can say there's a man that's screechy in this house. Nope. From me run left head the father and me walk left him. That was it. Me no look back on another man. Because it's not the aim is to build my brand, build my son, make the money to take care of him, to financially fund him. Eventually I can give back. So instead of me coming and I say, why me have this to do and me stress out? Nope. I build a brand. So even if I fail out a brand, I'm going to go to the 6th brand. Because I only need 1 brand to launch and the other 5 will pick up. So me no feel bad. If me sit down and me bet brand upon brand and everything I feel. Me no feel bad because guess what? There's always going to be a new brand in my mind. And the way oh my God work. You will have all 10 brand and nothing work and the 7th brand or the 11th brand launches you. You hear Spice talk her story. And when she do something like it, she do everything and run out of money. And she said, God, you know, say after something like it, if this no launch, my career done. Look at Spice now on top of the goddamn globe. Shensi do one little song and it launch her on top of the globe. It no matter how they sell their soul or whatever, it don't make a difference to me. I am proud of you fighting, you trying. Because guess what? You see, when me poor, everybody are going to laugh off of me and say, boy, yeah man, everything she try, she feel them and laugh, you fat. Enough people laugh off of me. Me no business about them. Me tell a man, you know, you see when you go get up and you go work in America for $10 a day, me sit down and me figure out how me can employ you for that $10 a day. And me no have nothing. But me have to make a brain now. Build my brain capacity to a level whereas instead of me come to you and hustle for $10 and me pay you that $10. That dream is hard. Enough time I give up and quit. Enough time I give up and quit. Some days me not have money in my account. But I figured a plan because me want, you see Aiden has suffered, and I tell the people all the time, my son suffered too much in life for me not to achieve success for him. In a business who hate me. In a business who follow my style and decides, okay, me go start this a collection here. It means nothing to me. Because I am building myself. And so when you build yourself, no man can bomb rush you. No man can bully you. And this is a common thing. A man know, and me know, so me no successful, and me have one disabled child, and me take up one man, and my boof buff me, and my son stress out for me. Me I go stress to the dogs, because me put in your son, and he can't help himself. Man a lick me, and man a lick him too, and he just stand up and get licked. He can't see, he hearing he probably half, and the man a beat him, and my son just stand up lifeless, just a take a lick them. He can't fight back, he don't know if he fight. Lord, them the things are running in my mind. Me not go say good man out there. But you have 10 dirty man before you meet one good man. But when you launch yourself and build yourself for success, you can't go wrong. But then in America, I could have find enough man for marry to for papers. I said to God, God, I'm going to go through the channel with the immigration. And if they take 10 years to respond, I still build myself in the 10 years. Because I'm not going to take up one man for papers. For them abuse Aiden. I rather live righteous or illegal every day. Well, as me say, me not illegal people, let me not use that word because I don't want people to be misconstrued. I'm still under immigration, but I don't want to go through no man for nothing. Jesus Christ, I gonna give me my papers. It's if I want me sit down here process and can't process, maybe them gonna say, boy, mom, when you done me, I'm gonna make you one citizen. I still have to dream big, guys. I never dream small, I dream very big. I dream very big. Very, very big. And Miss Walker says, the sky's the limit. You go, girl. The sky's the limit. Me, I go feet. Me present. Somebody said me present, but me late. Well, if you went to the Oberman church, the Oberman where they did in Jamaica, so when you're late for going to a man church, you know, you say, like him, I say, Miss Walker, you owe me $200. Miss Jessica, you owe me $200. So I say, oh, just time about she late, you'd have to pay me $200. But thank you, God, it's a free presentation. So you should be fine. Thank you so much for coming on, my love. Yeah, man, let me tell you, people. Build on yourself. As me said, I could have do 50 million things, but I never did anything. Because I make sure so I put Aiden first. And that should count for something. There's 50 million places that could take Aiden right now if I feel tired. My son, you're mad, man. I never get tired when it comes to my child. Never. So don't make me go all far from the autism. Alright, so let's get into it again, guys. Alright, when you have a child / adult with a disability, it makes it 10 times harder to allow anyone in your space. Girl, 100%. Listen to me. If I could like this 50 times, I would. Let me tell you, man. I'm afraid that everything will creep and crawl. And I use that word, I don't use it light. I'm serious. It's when people call me about them, man, me will sit down and listen to all our man story, them and laugh and have the fun. But me not interested. Me alright. Me stay up on my little back burner. Me have my man already. My man is 4. And I'm good with him. Alright. Miss Janiel says, you're going to get your papers in Jesus' name. You know, so me I go get to do. Me not limit myself, I go get it, you know. Because if nobody don't deserve that, me know me do. Yes, Miss Janiel, I'm going to get it. And Miss Williams says, amen. Yeah, man, alright. So let's go back into autism, people. Oh, God. Somebody when named Miss I can't pronounce this African name here, so I'm so sorry, but it says Tisunga or Sunga, because sometimes the T is silent. Why do I feel like I have already met you? Oh, everybody loves me up. Oh, we love you too. Yes, guys. All right, so let's get into it. Oh, God, I don't know if I finished the presentation. All right, so, guys, let's get back into autism. So, there is, all right, so contrary to what people believe, there is no medical test for autism. So, there's no, and the history says, if anybody said they're going to do a test and whatever for autism, there's no medical test. But, let me explain that part. All right, so, you can do, all right, how they can do it now? You then do them like evaluations and stuff, but it's not like, you know, like you can do one blood test for AIDS. Yeah, let me put it like that, because I don't want you guys to be misinformed. All right, for example, you know, you have AIDS, and you go do one blood test, and the blood test say, yeah, man, they whatever, this and that, or you have sickle cell, and you do one test, and they say, okay, my T-shape, and whatever. You know, there's nothing to that effect when you come on to autism, guys. Okay? I'm gonna go down to the section where it says genetics. So listen, me no want me game, I must in Papa side, but let's get to that part. Cause me not know autism. I'm just messing around. Alright. Right. So as of yet, there's no blood test that can diagnose autism. So anyone who go and see them around whole heap of blood tests and this about autism, them are criminal. Them are rip you off. Alright. So doctors and professionals, they only can do it with your behavioral test. You hear that, people? So again, if you don't have an autistic child and don't care them and them go do blood test and all them tests, they not no go so. Not no go so, they not start taking a little insurance money. As they said, the only way you can detect, the only way doctors or professionals or therapists or whatever determines autism is through behavioral testings. Okay, guys, so you get that? Alright, so Miss Sharman says, hey, Hayden's mom, many women think that they can't live without a man. I have done it without a man. I live with my 2 kids years, 32 and 20, wow, 32 and 26. And can I tell you, I've never been happier. Yes. Yes. Trust me upon that. Now my kids take beautiful care of me as I do it for myself because I still have a job. God be praised. Self-love and confidence can take you far. I see great things for you and Aiden. You will succeed. Thank you, Miss Charmaine. Great things. Nothing about success all the way. I tell people, you know, it's 2022. Me don't know if you know me last year. Last year, me cross and dark. And this year, I said to God, I want to do something different. Me don't have money to give because, as I said, my plan was always to build a foundation for Aiden where I'm giving back. So me have one center where anybody who is even on my page can say, okay, mom, let me send you a barrel with some food. We can cook food at the center. We can hang out. We can play games. We have little music and we have all the artistic kids. Them a boom, 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 boom. You know, I want that. If the government would allow it, that's what I would want. So if you feel stressed out, you come to my center and you feel like you want to go to the mall, let the picnic go on the mall and we hang out with the kids. Them have people come and donate them time. We chat and we laugh. Because I know what it's like. Being a single mother with no help, I mean, and nobody if you look on Aiden. Me not talk about now in the land of America where you have choices. And even with choices, I chose not to take the choices. I would take care of him. You understand? So people, that's what I want to do. And one day, you guys are going to look at it and say, boy, she did say that years ago. I want, even if you do not give me no money and nobody donate. Only now if you do nothing for me, still going to use money out of my pocket. Because it's my blessing I'm giving back. Alright. Yes, the T silent. See? We see it. We get A for that. Okay, so Miss Sunga said the T silent. Me a bright girl now. Oh, God. Thank you so much. I was born and raised in Jamaica. We have been living in the U.S. for a little while. Where are you from, beautiful? I'm from Jamaica. The beautiful land of Jamaica. You sound like a good teacher. Okay, this is so beautiful. Thank you, my love. Alright, so let's get back into it. Alright, so contrary to what people believe, it's not just a poor country of autistic children. Autism is everywhere. And if you want me to show you up on the map, let me show you up on the map because I want to see on the map. See it? Jamaica, Brazil, America. See big dirty Canada right there, so the US right there, so Africa. As me say, people, I'm not a map person, but we can pinpoint some of the little spots in the world. You see it? See how big all England, yeah? See big dirty England, yeah? The rich England. It simple means it is everywhere, guys. And like a Jamaica alone have autistic children. See it everywhere, have it. See it? If you guys know your tags or your logos or your country's flag, you can pick it out. It's everywhere. Me da look for Jamaica, but you know, Jamaica kind of want look at that. Me da try look for me look at Jamaica, but me don't see it. Yeah, me see some Rasta color. Me I gotta pretend a Jamaica that. Yeah, but it's everywhere, guys. See it? Everybody look on Canada. Well, Canada big. Look how Canada artistic level big. Look how US little spot. So Canada look like them have enough. Brazil, see Brazil have one big spot there so too. Yeah, the rest of the little country, them small. Africa probably have enough because Africa here is very big. See England right over here, so guys, from the British people, them see a little flag here right here, so. So the point is, guys, right, so I'm just showing you guys that it's everywhere. In and none if you do with, boy, oh boy, I'm so sorry, me and my house. Alright, so you have nothing to do with the money where you earn, you have nothing to do with the richness. You have nothing to do with the country where you come from. You have nothing to do with you come from Jamaica and you have enough rent and you have potato and pum pum and the whole of them something. You have nothing to do with that, guys. See it? Alright, so autism is everywhere. It's just that if you're at a first world country, your level of care and help is better. It's more advanced. And the knowledge is there for you to grasp. You're only limited when you're in a third world country, you're limited to these resources. That's just the only difference. Alright, so Miss Bailey says, you are one of a kind lady. From I know you until now. Just continue to be you. Love you a lot. Oh, I love you too, Miss Bailey. Alright, somebody's trying to call. Alright, can you guys still hear me? Alright, so thank you, my love, Miss Bailey. I do love you too, my love. Alright. Listen now. Alright. So people think that when you're born with autism or when you're considered an autistic child, it simply means it has something to do with your intelligence. Guys, nothing like that. Nothing like that. That says that because you're autistic, it's something to do. You have, alright, Mama broke it down in a patwa. You have no level of intelligence. That's not true, guys. My son is very intelligent and smart. He's non-verbal. And as I said, you have autistic kids that are verbal. You have some that are non-verbal. I'll get to that. Anyway, right. While a number of children with autism disorder have below 0 IQ. Aiden, where did you fall, son? Anyway, have a below average IQ. Almost half. Whoa. Perform above 44%. Oh, that's good. So I hope Aiden falls in that 44%. So let me read that again because I want you to understand. All right. So contrary to what people believe that we don't have no level of intelligence, a lie. So children on the autism spectrum a lot of them have below the level IQ, but 44% performs above average. You guys get that? Right. So it's either they stop at the average or they perform above average. And if you notice, a lot of autistic kids are genius. Anybody ever see some autistic kids and smart? My friend have an autistic son. He's smart, he's smart, he's smart, he's smart, he's brilliant, he's brilliant, he's brilliant, he's brilliant. So I don't know where Aiden is performing right now. I don't know because Aiden is deaf-blind. Plus, he has 13 disabilities. So his endurance is going to be different from a child who just have autism. You understand me? So me now go compare Aiden with a regular child who have autism. Or if he was only blind and autistic, then me could have said, alright, his hearing could have make up for something. But he don't have that either. So a child who is seeing and actively doing everything but autistic will always outshine Aiden. If you're blind and you have autistic, you're still going to do better than Aiden because Aiden is limited to hearing and knowledge comes through hearing. Right, so Miss Chin says that's why His spectrum they're on is not the same. And I mentioned that even earlier. Everybody's autism spectrum is different. Aiden, I don't know where Aiden for. I don't know if he don't have bottom my spectrum because of his disabilities. Alright, so Miss Lumley or Ursuline Lumley says there's an autistic doctor in the USA. And I know that man is brilliant. I mean, my friend's son is a genius. And I say that without hesitation. I mean, proper genius. And he artistic and he busy no hell. But he's brilliant. And when you call him, he might talk some, you want to hear a few big words then. You can't stay then. Hold on, Papa. Yes, Sinsima says, hold on. My son was diagnosed with autism, or on the autism spectrum, but I had to take him out of mainstream school. I'm going to get there because he could function only. Hold on. Let me try to read it so we can get the proper understanding. So she said she has an autistic son, but she had to take him out of the mainstream school because he could only function above average. I'm not sure if that's it. There's an abuse word, but I think it's a typo. Alright. Because Jamaica is not equipped to deal with him. He's very smart. He spoke at age 5 and didn't start reading until age 10. Wow. So there's a little typo error, but what she's saying that she had to take him out of the mainstream school. Or maybe because they were abusing him. I'm not sure if that's why the abuse is there. Or that was just a typo overall. But she said they weren't equipped to deal with him because he was smart. And he spoke at age 5 and didn't start reading until age 10. So look at that, guys. Alright, let me tell you something. And I'm happy she pointed that out, the talking part. Sometimes I doubt my son. Alright, how do I put it? Sometimes I look at like a lot of my friends who had baby like recently, and their child or their kids are talking, and it takes a toll on me. I can tell you that. I will not lie. One thing with me, I go tell you the truth. And I like me no bad mind, me no want, cause Jamaica use them word loosely. People use bad mind for everything. You speak your mind, you're bad mind. You go around the corner, you're bad mind. Everything a bad mind. It's crazy. But let me take that out. Because I don't want people use those. I don't use those words. Alright. But it's like when I hear them, and like sometimes I hear them talk again. Oh God. Sometimes my girlfriend did talk and I little parrot them in the background, you know. And I sit down. I'm just hear the little parrot them. Sometimes the mother talk and I don't hear nothing where she has to. I just want to hear the little parrot on her back. I mean, when I said parrot, people, Jamaica say parrot because they pick them a chat. And like, sometimes I say, oh God, boy, God, where you take my son's voice? Like, when am I going to get his voice? The other night, me asleep. Me so obsessed with Aiden's voice. The other night, me asleep, people. And when me asleep, me dream, so me Aiden not chat, you know. Me chat. Like, it's like the 4 years when I talk for bottled up, me say, I chat. Me have said, in the patois. Yes, when I wake up, my son asleep. And I say, oh God, you're wicked to me. You can't make me a chat so. It's like everything bottled up for 4 years and I can't wait to hear my son's voice. I just chat in this. And I talk back to me, you know. And like one time, I say, Mama. And he say like, Mama. I think the first thing in my dream, I say, Mama. And he say, Mama, good. And I say, boy, killer, but boy, answer me good. Then I say, Aiden, how was your day at school? Because every day I come home, say God up above. I say, you reach home, how was your day? Did you have a good day today? I saw me chat with him, you know, he not answer back, but me make sure I say no, so me ask him. And he might talk to me, you know. And I tell him about school, you know. I said, bounty killer foot. That's one of my little words, them, bounty killer. I love talking about bounty killer foot. Anyway. And I say, man, my son a talk, man. Lord Jesus, make up what I dream, me love. Not a talk, boy, I still don't go sleep. Like, you probably not even know some man over this I dream about him. You know? So it did take a toll, like, and like sometimes, like, She did and she had talk and like the other day, I see my girlfriend's son play all sports. The little tutor just bad in our road sports. I get all medal. Me I laugh, you see. You know, and I felt so proud. But, you know, I was like something in me like, God, the doctors really took a lot out of you. Like, it's hard to talk about most of the times. But the more you dive into the things that are happening is the more you realize they took everything from you. They took a lot out of you. You're working with what you can work with. It's like you're grabbing a thin straw because you don't know what he's going to get from it, but you're just going to input the knowledge, but you don't know what exactly he's going to get from the knowledge. So I can teach Aiden, give mommy kisses. I've been teaching Aiden how to give mommy kisses. Like when I say give mommy kisses, I've been teaching him for years. And now, if in there mock say Aiden come and give mommy kisses, I'm a rocking neck, I can't give you kisses. The thing is that he learned. He understood what I meant. But it took him a while. You understand what I'm saying? So the delay takes a toll. So him a learning of people. Him learn. But how long does he take to learn simple commands? And that's the problem. So the brain is so damaged because of the oxygen. It's like he's going to be delayed. So it's not that he's not going to get algebra. But if you're going to do algebra in primary school, for example, my son maybe do algebra in college. He's going to be so way back that, or he may never get to reach algebra level. I want you to understand it doesn't necessarily mean I'm demeaning him, but I'm trying to let you understand the level of where he's at. Right. One of my biggest pet peeves is when you say, I know. Hold on. I know someone on the spectrum, but they are smart. Well, who said they weren't? ASD individuals learn differently, that's all. No, man, I never said they... No. I'm not saying that they are smart, and I'm just saying the research shows that even though some function below average, 44% functions at average or above average, which means some of them is still going to be geniuses. So that's why I ensured that I explained that, Miss Chin. Right, so people will say they're not smart, but if you notice I use Aiden, I said Aiden has a lot of disabilities riding on him. So maybe for his level, I cannot really use him because of the level. Because he has, as I said, 13 disabilities now added. So it's not like he's just autistic, but he must see and hear and he must function. Aiden has a lot going on that hinders him. But for an average person, they said, all right, so a regular baby born is diagnosed with autism, him can't see, him can't hear, him have no other disabilities. They can either perform below IQ, average IQ, no. So on an average day, as the study says, they'll perform below average. But 44%, which is close to the 50% average mark, performs at average or above average. So it depends on where your son lies. As I said, Aiden may probably be at the below IQ. Maybe Aiden probably not have no IQ. You understand? I'm not putting him down there, but I'm just explaining the differences in his condition compared to the others. So if you are autistic and you're performing excellent and mine is not doing anything, I can't fight it because he has a lot going on. Alright, so let's see now. Alright, the comments are coming, but Miss Wally says facts and Miss Janelle says for real love. Alright, I think my thing is coming up so slow. Alright, no, read again, boo. I'm not talking about you. Oh, not you, my dear. I'm sorry. No, man, it's okay. No, I just thought that you were asking me something. No, man, it's fine. It was okay to clarify anyway. Alright, so Miss Allen says it's the processing of the brain. Or the processing the brain. Yes, because it has a lot to do with the brain. Yes. The brain is what? Let me tell you something. My son may never speak, but you know, me always tell you, if you listen to me for a while, I always say, I always pray over my son's brain. Me no business if you don't know the first time me telling you, let me tell you. Every time I pray over my son's brain, I've always said it to you guys. Because even if he may never speak, and he may never see, I pray for the brain. Because if the brain powerful. Lord Jesus, vision and hearing and nothing to do with him brilliance. If him brain can't function, because that means whatever you are teaching him, I go get. Me know him have damages to the brain, you know, but me still a pray over the brain, say God can still make all the damages look like a joke. When the knowledge, when the knowledge is imparted, him I get it. Me see my son come home with what you call it? Schoolwork. And me see him come home with what you call it? End of term report. Him better than me. Cause I remember when Aiden just got to school for your first day. And like them do the first interview, I sit down and look full because they asked me every question and I couldn't answer none. Does Aiden participate in this? Does Aiden do that? Does Aiden do that? Aiden don't do nothing at all. Aiden just a live. And I can safely say that socialization at school was important. Because now my son is functioning at its maximum. And maybe I know the maximum where uno want, but at the maximum where him little brain can take. Because maybe you can say, Aiden, 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4, 4 and 4 is 6. And you ask another child to report 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 and 3 + 2, and get it. You might have asked Aiden, 1 + 2. Aiden look where you're like, where are you talking about, mommy? And you come home today, 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + you come next 6 months, 1 + 1 is 2. You come home 2 years time, 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4, and still not get it. Remember them pit they grab it, I say, what me more then grab it. But 2 years later, me I tell him 1 + 1 is 2, and you know understand still. So the possibility exists, he may never get it. But if you develop his skills, if you say, hey, then play one key for me, you know, if you play the key, so I better you develop him skills. Because me now look for one doctor and one judge, and me have to be realistic. He can be a doctor and a judge. But with so much going on, and if he can't take 1 + 1 = 2, how am I going to do brain surgery? We have to be realistic, people. How am I going to know, say, if you teach him 1 + 1 = 2, and it take him 3 years, you know 1 + 1 = 2. No, tell me no. Me not be no hypocrite to God, and me I go be a realist. Me now go put him on a surgery table and say, okay, Aiden, you're going to go into the cerebellum, and you're going to work on whatever in that section of the brain. He never get 1 + 1 + 2. Why am I going to put him in a med school? Come on, people. A lot of us are forced to pin them. Oh, you can be a doctor, you can be a judge, when they only can do carpentry. I will not put my son through that. Because I try to be successful enough for him to have a comfortable life. Because maybe that's the most I can do for him. I'm happy. He live comfortably, he look clean, he eat some good food. If you have one girlfriend, he get one girlfriend, because I still look for my grandbaby. You just have to be realistic. I mean, now go put Aiden as a blind pin in at the front of the military. If they shoot him, kill him, kind of know where every shot come from. So we have to be realistic. We put the kids in where we know they can focus. Whatever the child's skills is, you focus on his skill. And that a hit. Me still I go pray over the brain, so the Lord God will open the brain capacity for him to function. And he no idiot, but he function. If me ask him to do something, he know what me I talk about, he said I sit down and look for me nail. Because even though I want to take care of him till he's 100, I still want him to know that mommy sleeping. I'm going to make one egg. Me see, the other day I see this blind man making his egg. He bought up his little self. Oh, Jesus. He get him little bun patches, you know, because I'm all touch his hot pot. Yeah, Lord Jesus. But him fry egg. And whether it was sunny side down or sunny side up, man, fry egg. So, you know, you just have to just help them, teach them. Yes, so the kids on the spectrum learn at their own pace. And that's why at school they have IEP. Yes, my loves. Aiden has one, which they should be learning at their own level. Yes, my darling. He has his IEP, and I think it's every 3 months. I do an IEP meeting. I did one last year. I think it was last year, October. And I see they sent me a letter for a new one. So I don't know if it's because his level is different. They have to do it, the revision often. I don't know. I'm just saying. Right. So yeah, but he does have an IEP. He's only 4, and you already know that. You have to be realistic and build on his strengths. Exactly. Be realistic, guys, and build on your kids' strength. Don't focus on their weakness too much. Cause if me focus on any weakness, me stress out every day. Because I have one like a princess, you know. And when she come at me say, hi, sugar mama. And me call her sugar mama. Let me tell you, how long I live so now? Since last year. Every morning she wake up, all the thing me here, all my door bus, sugar mama, sugar mama. And that me I tell you. So if me, if you say, boy, Aiden, if I when she talk about sugar mama, you can say sugar mama, me don't go crazy. But me don't worry about that. And then she said, Kerry, where's Aiden? Did Aiden go to school this morning? And so she's talking her face here. But me love her. I'm a little sugar baby. But if me focus on those things, no. But when she come, she hug him up and then play together. Aiden not play with her. But me say hug him up and me say Aiden hug her up. And me teach him how to hug her up and get used to hugging up. And, you know, he not go get it. But he's understanding and he not shy away. One time, you Aiden hug him a pull away. You put him on grass, him a... No, my son at the boss, him and playing a rice. One time I couldn't take all Aiden to try seeing it. Everything me have to teach him. No, Aiden is doing beyond. The other day, me see him teacher send me video when him play. I think that's going to be on the website that they're doing for him. And Aiden are playing and it's something perfectly well. Him do very beautiful in it. So as me say, guys, just never limit them. Miss Moore says, hi, Kerry. Hi, Miss Moore. All right, so let's get back into it. All right, so these are some of the problems our kids will face. All right, so even though you have a child on the autism spectrum, they're doing superbly well in a lot of areas. A lot of them will struggle when it comes to the work area. Right, so that's going to be, as it says, unemployment is a major hurdle. Because remember, you know, it's when they're home and they function good, by the time they go out into the environment, a chaos. Chaos. Remember, some people don't like noise. Some people can't take this. Some people can't do that. So every autism level is different. So for some probably can manage, others will struggle. So maybe you might have an autistic kid that he probably can't go get one work, or even if he gets a work, he may never hold that job, hold that position successfully. So nobody fight them and beat them up because they just not function. Alright. Yes. And some of them struggle in the job. Some struggle to find the job. Yes. Hi, Miss Moore. Always Aiden. Oh, my love. My man is at school. He got pretty this morning. He had on his beautiful plaid suit. If rat ever take him to their lie. And he went on his bus. He was miserable this morning because he didn't want to brush his hair. No matter how much shining head. He no like feel the brush sensory issues. So he no like feel the spike in his scalp. So me have to always keep him here super low. Of course, mommy is mommy barber, so I can get that done. Alright, so autism, it's in your genes, guys. Yes, guys. Autism is in your genes. So, me just hope say I my nice clean jeans and then papa jeans. You know, we as women, we bias, you know. Because I want to feel with jeans, we are saying I feel with almost over this. So, me I say over this jeans. Okay, guys? I know my nice clean jeans. Alright. So, we can't, listen now, guys. We can't yet pinpoint that genetics create autism behavior. But, based on all the research shows, it is a strong link to genetics. So it's either from his papa side or it's from his papa side. But it ain't from mama's side. But I'm just messing around. So we don't know where it came from in terms of the genetics link, but it came from somewhere. Alright, listen to this now, guys. Alright. No more from the papa side and on my good side. Look how me nice and brilliant. Don't matter over this. But then again, remember, you know, autistic people are geniuses. But me very sociable, so I can't from my side. But if father side, then quiet. You see, father quiet, you know. And him, maybe I father game, you know. You remember, say they say all people, you know. All people get genes and if father all. You remember, say they say them socially awkward. If father never socially awkward, you know, but if father did quiet. You see, Aiden have that quiet side. So Aiden will sit down, like if father will out. And you know, smile for purpose. Like if me didn't want him to take a picture, I'd have to give him one joke and then snap the picture. But you can't, you know, really smile for purpose. And then it quiet. So maybe over there so it come from. But I know over here so. Because mommy nice, mommy happy, mommy smart, mommy something, mommy sociable, me sociable till it buck. You can't meet me all 5 seconds and you come like you know me forever. So I know that's where it come from. So, Father, Lord, wherever that genetics came from is over that side. Okay? But thank you, Lord, for showing me that. right, guys. No, true. All right, so listen to this now, guys. All right, so for the mothers who have boy kids, I want to share this with you guys. So I prayed for my Bella, but I got my Bello. So autism is common in boys. Oh my God. So maybe if I had a daughter, she would have missed it. So you hear that, guys? All right. So the one theory, but vaccine is also another. But I don't get into that. Okay, so Miss Chin says, even though the research shows that it's vaccine, it's not vaccine related. She says there's another theory for that. But if you could share that theory, that would be good. Because as I said, education is key. Right. All right, so guys, for the persons who have boys and they're autistic, the boys get the highest level, or it's more common in boys. Put it like that. So if you notice, most boys have autism and less girls. So maybe some of them designed for the boy them. Bella, where's my Bella? I got a Bello instead. All right, so let's go, guys. All right, so listen now. It says boys are 5 times more likely to be diagnosed with autism. Yes. Miss Chin, your son, you have a son? Because my friend with the twins, those are boys, and she said they are autistic. Aiden is a boy, autistic. So Miss Chin says I'm not sure. Is your son a child, Miss Chin? Is a boy? Sorry, is your son? Who is autistic? Is he a boy? Me ask the question foolishly. Yeah, but she understands. See it? Okay, so Miss Chin says she has a son. So if you look at the correlations between all of us mothers, we all have boys. And our boys are all autistic. So 5 times more likely to be diagnosed with autism. Why? They don't, even though, let me read it, even though they don't know why the boys have it, but they believe that the girls may show symptoms differently than the boys, making them less likely to be diagnosed. So, it doesn't necessarily mean the girls don't have it more. It's just that the girls, that it show less in the girls and more in the boys. But then, you know why I think, let me tell you, I'm not a scientist, but now that I'm looking at this, I'm kind of wondering, all right, when you have a son and a daughter, if you look at developmentally, the girls are faster than the boys. So maybe, no, I'm just looking now at the physiological side. Because most girls, you have a boy and a girl. Anybody here can tell me their daughter matured faster than the boys. Sometimes when the boys them in a high school, they look like one little toots. And by the time they're quick for touch in a college or touch wherever you see them, you wonder how them pop up so fast. So the whole high school, them look like one little underage baby. And then when you look puberty kick in, you know, some of them look like one rat 7, 8, grade 9. So little rat you see us go to school for boys, you know, but the girls them poop some breast big or hip big. And then by the time the boys them shoot up, them all in a grade 11 and wonder about 701 baby, but did have home reaches already. And you find that you start to have pimp here. These are the pimp here. Armpit, things stand up rocky and I be a something one. So I'm thinking, if I'm looking at it like that, because that's how scientists come with them stories, you know, so me I come with my scientific, unresearched, unedited version. Maybe that's why. So the girls them now go show the symptom, because the girls them always, they start out so much earlier. The boys start out late. So maybe them it's hard to detect in the girls, but the boys them through them naturally slower. It just drop on them shoulder. So maybe my son, my nice clean son, maybe he never have a show if he born as a Bella. But he born as a Bella, now he fall victim to the 5%. But that's fine. Alright, so genetics is one theory, vaccine is another. Okay, my love. So which one you choose better? You prefer the vaccine over the genetics? Which one you prefer better? Because for me, I prefer genetics. I will work with genetics because, alright, there's no way, alright, you have a child. And that's why I think jacket is just a weird thing, because sometimes one man look for one pitney. I mean, sometimes I'm not for them, you know, but the pitney look like them. But, you know, sometimes when they can look at a child and one man say a jacket, sometimes the man wicked. Like, sometimes the man is just a crosses. Because genetics is something that is so easy to pinpoint. Like, you look all about, like yesterday, I see my girlfriend's, our daughter smiled. And I remember when she used to be at the hospital with me and her daughter's teeth, her boyfriend's teeth grew a particular way. And when she smiled, I'm like, damn, I cannot believe your daughter get her father's teeth. People, me not think gonna understand me I say no. The little girl is now Aiden's age because we met at the hospital. And when she smiled, I turned to her mom and I said, girl, your daughter got her father's teeth. You can imagine? Lord Jesus. Teeth. Identical. Genetics is a powerful something. It's a powerful something. And that's why they always tell you, a lot of us see one little man, and we run go lay down with the man and have one picking with the man. Even myself, we never do no research. How much of us really research a man? And if you notice, you see the rich people them, look on the rich people them, when they buy their sperms, you know, look. When they're doing the crossover, and them do like them implant and I try to get the boy, and like, oh, I don't know if boy girlfriend naturally get the twins them or them do them thing. But, may I say, when you look at the rich people them a tell you say, them a research them, you know. And before you give them sperm or the egg or whatever, them a try to find out if I want doctor sperm. Them a try to find out if the sperm I want this. No, you don't notice that? And I like we poor people just lay down with them and get one little baby because we're frightened and we want one picking. These people research already egg come. Me not tell us, listen, I don't want to say that they must be one doctor, you know. But the genetics is an important factor for them. And maybe that's why rich get richer. Because they want rich sperms and rich egg. We in a business, we want broke sperm and broke egg because the man cute. Or maybe the man have little cool in them and little color. You understand? I want to say genetics is in my belief. I believe in genetics with autism because when my son was born, he was doing most things. And then as he got older from crawling to walking, etc., he regressed. So regress meaning he went backward instead of forward in terms of the development. So in autism, kids regress. Oh Lord Jesus, me like that regress thing, you know. May I look at Aiden and may I wonder. So in autism, kids regress and stop doing things they were doing or even eating right around the time they get diagnosed, which is around 18 months to 2 years old. Yes, my love, and I'm going to go through the diagnosis part because I'm going to count down. I have 5 left and that's a part of it. That's a part of it. Yes. So, as she said, the child was doing better, but the older her son got, the less he was doing. So instead of moving forward, it's like he was going backward. So regress is like that. I'm just breaking it down for the person who don't know what regress is. Hi, Miss White. Thank you, my love. She says, hi, Supermom. Alright, so Miss Moore says she don't like to see people in certain situations. She is 9. Yes, my love. Let me tell you, man. They are smart. These kids ain't no joke. These kids are telling you. I remember one mom reached out to me, and it was her 15-year-old son saying, oh, Mom, she's going to go places. I'm like, what? She said, Mom, I had to write here because my son likes you. And, you know, the son I tell her, if you keep doing the good job. You know, young boy, people, 15-year-old, you must raise this boy like a man. Because normally, boy, you know, in them, there's something about, she's doing well and he likes what she's doing. And when he watches my video, hear me now, your son said that? Me have to tell her son big thank you because, you know, boy pitting 15-year-old have girl pitting. The boy pitting, I look for me at about autism and their foolishness. So that was really commendable. So we can get good kids if we raise our kids well. Alright, so Miss Christopher, Mr. Christopher, Naimoon, boy, I can't pronounce her name, but Naimoon, forgive me if I mess up. Christopher says, I can't hear you, hon. Anybody else having that same problem? Nobody can hear me? Please let me know if other persons are having the same problem. Right. So Miss Chin says, the belief in the vaccine, not the genetics. And I'm speaking on my son's situation, but everyone will be different. Okay, so you thought that for her, she thought that the vaccine made the difference in her child's development. Oh, okay. So you see it? Right. So thanks for that input, my love. Maybe not you all, maybe other persons share that. For me, no, I wouldn't even know what to think. That maybe me just have to just think about genetic since it's the closest I can choose. Right, so hi, Miss Reed. All right, so let's get into it now. So, wow, listen to this, guys. So all the persons who live in New Jersey, America. For the persons here like myself, New Jersey has the highest state of autistic disorders in America. Or in the entire USA. So I was going to move to New Jersey, but I changed my mind. A joke. I'm just messing around. I'm messing around. So, that is good. Because maybe the fact that they have the highest rate, maybe that's where I need to move to. Because that means they would have ensured that their autistic kids are excellently, superbly, every type of description we can find for those kids. So maybe I need to research New Jersey, since now my research shows that New Jersey has the highest level. So they must have exceptional stuff going on there. So New Jersey, big up on yourself for the persons who live there, or for the persons who are willing to relocate for the cold. New Jersey is the place when you have autistic children. And they're the highest in this entire USA. So I figured more or less, a lot of, probably some mothers were not born there, but because them said the levels is good, they moved there for the so maybe that's how they got the high rate. It don't necessarily mean that they just born there, but maybe because of relocation for the best, everybody ends up there. So I'm just putting that out there. All right, listen this now. Wow, listen this, people. For the poor people like myself, I'm gonna be rich soon. I'm trying to be rich. Autistic care, it's a lifetime plan that is god darn expensive. So please remember that. It's a lifelong care and it's very expensive. So that's what I'm telling you. And alright, so look at it this way now. So, if Aiden is autistic, or is under the autism spectrum, or autism disorder, I mean, everybody have them nice terminologies. And Aiden have that one disability out of 13. Imagine what my expenses will be like for the rest of his life. You understand now? Because single-handedly, autistic or autism or whoever underneath the spectrum, they're expensive kids to deal with. Or it takes a whole lot of money to care for them. And if my son, who is also autistic with deaf-blind, with amongst other disability, how much it going to cost me if I take care of Aiden? So now you see why I have to hustle and I do everything to make some money for him. Alright, Miss Allen says, I have my son there and he is indeed autistic. And you're in New Jersey, my love? Please explain that part. Maybe something is wrong with their vaccines. I am just saying. Okay then. So guys, this is the second person who has now added to the vaccine issue. So my research says vaccine has nothing to do with it. Miss Allen is now saying she thinks it's a vaccine. Miss Chin says they think it's a vaccine. So that's two mother. And of course, I know there are plenty of other persons who will share the same sentiments. I don't know, because Aiden has so many things going on. I don't even know what to think. I honestly don't even know. I swear. But I'm thankful for those two comments for other mothers who are having the same issues. I figure more or less that you guys can definitely come to an agreement, because everybody sees the vaccine as the issue. So that's very good. Miss Chin says, get older they need. Yes, so the older they get, the more care they need, which means more money. So y'all see my situation. I am in a deep situation that I have to get myself out of. Alright, so Miss Allen says, I was living in Jamaica at the time, but I had my son there. Okay, so her son was born in Jamaica, but now she's living, I figure more or less it's in New Jersey, and her son is living there. So how is the care there in case I need to move there? What it is like living with autism in New Jersey? Since it's the highest level, what is the care like? Do they go all out? Because I need to go get me some care. Alright, so I have 4 points left, guys. If you want anything to say, guys, you can always say it. I will always read it. I'm right here. Alright, so they said the autism care can be much cheaper. So I'm going to see what their options are in terms of making life easier. Alright, while lifelong care for a person on the autism spectrum can be very expensive, one study, again is another research coinciding with another research, shows that these costs can be more than cutting off if, same thing me tell you now a while ago. You see, me not even have to read it. Listen, guys. Alright, so they said it doesn't have to be so expensive only if your child is diagnosed and treated early. I said that at the beginning of this lecture. I said that if we as a mother can observe our kids and see something is wrong and go for the help. I mean, financially it's going to be difficult. Secondly, especially in my country, Jamaica, when you don't have that much expert in certain particular areas, because maybe in Jamaica, me did have one doctor, and some people have a pediatrician, but you have one doctor, he might do everything. Since I come here, I'm going to be real, me know say, if you have one eye doctor different from a nose doctor. But you know, you have one doctor and you have eye problem, you go one doctor, maybe you might say, okay, go to the specialist and I might try to do something for you. But since I'm here, I realize, listen, Aiden have eye problem, in can't see one regular ophthalmologist. He must go to the retina specialist. Me not think gonna understand what I try to say. So it's like, okay, sir, if Aiden have one teeth problem, in can't go there, so like you have to specifically go. So it's like what Aiden have 13 disability, me have to go 13 different doctor. When me there Jamaica with Aiden, me probably see one eye doctor, yes, because he have eye problem. And I might hear one ear doctor. But me not think Aiden have no more specialists. And I want me and doctors do everything. When you go to one private doctor, if he can manage him, manage. If he can't manage him, I ship you out. But up here, so me not tell a lie. Yes, so teach me enough things. Me not lie. Yes, so brought down. Listen to me. When me look at me, see my son have 13 different specialists. Me never know them is something real. 13 different. Everybody do different. And if Ed need like one behavioral therapist, he must go get one psychiatrist. But this one I can't. It's like every part-time body broke down in every section. So me find myself all over the place. Me don't know if it makes sense. Me don't know what will work. But if I saw them do them plan, I saw them do them plan. So me have to find 13 specialists and me have to make sure so you reach at the 13. You understand? So that's just the reality of all that's going on, right? So as I said, the cure for autism, which as I said, I keep using this word cure. The best strategy, me have tongue-tied lips and me have a lift tongue, so that's not gonna be a problem, is you can always go the cheaper way, because lifelong it's very expensive. But if you're treated early, diagnosed early, like what Aiden early, and me I grab everything now, I wish I could have do it for him like 5 months. But it's never too late for your shower rain. At least now I'm detecting all this early. 13 diagnosis. If them have more, if you had added to the 15 and the 20, but me know, because not knowing I'm gonna be a problem. Alright, okay, so Miss Tanya says our son was born in Jamaica. He was born in New Jersey. Okay. Alright, so Miss Chin says, do you mind sharing? I'm not sure what she's asking. Do you mind Miss Chin said, do you mind me asking where are you reading from? Alright. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link because it's 2 snippets I have. So I'm going to send you the link when I'm finished. Okay, my love? Alright, and then Miss Chin says, thank God. Oh, boy, I'm going to get done. Thank God for good resources. Big up, yeah, man. Bless up America, bless up Jamaica. Because if it wasn't for Jamaica, even through the bad, me still love my country. And they were the one that did all this for me to be right here. And seeing me looking right in my book and all that. I mean, if the bad never happened, I wouldn't have been doing so progressively well. Or I wouldn't have progressively be doing well. What a English. But you guys understand. All right, so let's get down to the bottom now. All right, so I covered everything. All right, so there's another thing about autism. You have to start young, guys. I mean, just clear it up at the top. And so when it's like you find out early and you start doing all these physical therapy, speech therapy, you're good to go. But now I'm going to tell you, and as I said, I will not tell you that, okay, your son is going to be a genius even when you start early. But the only thing I can tell you that starting early helps. It's going to make a lot of difference once you start early. I can tell you, I remember when Aiden got blind. And as I said, I normally use my son because I don't want nobody to say, all right, I go use something, use my son because of him I can use. And I remember one day the teacher showed up because Aiden had the therapies early. And they used to come to the house because 2 minute drive, they always try to help me out. Thank you, God, for that. And I remember one time them coming up and the people them sit down and do blind stuff, you know. Hello, me remember say me that time Aiden never do surgery, Aiden never do nothing. I mean sit down and me I look on them and me I say, oh, now go do blind something for me baby, my baby. I remember say Aiden when Aiden come up for it, Aiden now 1. Yeah, Aiden get the US status when him a 1. 1 year and little, about 2 months. About yes, I young. Anyway, now when me look, man, me see the teacher coming at the house and she do one bag of blind something, you know, me sit down and look on her, because of course me I say, boy, Aiden, I go do big surgery, Aiden, I go see. So when she talk about her blind something, it's a shot to one ears and a shot through the other ears. You know them type of mother, because you know, when you done, when you make up your mind and you fix up your wig, man, and you sit down straight and you say, no man, my son is sane. Nobody can tell you say nah see, you know, all before surgery must see, you know. So when she attacked to me and she said, okay, Aiden, we'll need to do this. Me I look on the poor woman like, need to do what? Blind baby one in not even start chatting or do nothing. And you come about, you teaching blind resources and you get me prepped and ready. Rasta ja. Me sit down and she teach go, she teach come. Every week she come and I mean we had a fantastic relationship. Like even when me I choose the schools, all me have to do and she just do everything. I mean our rapport was excellent. Me still that's my friend for life. And she go read about her in my book too. I tell her dedication on the highest level. And me did it know and you know me afraid for ask her all blind question. You know, I mean, as me said, me know the stigma and me heart all out because a lot of things, I mean, we stop ourselves from learning too, because we stigmatize, people stigmatize the picnic, we start have that stigmatism attached and we start doing it to we picking it too. So we don't want to hear blind. One time, listen to me. The other day I used blind and this mother was like, she no use blind for her child because this and that. And me remember I was like her. When I use blind for Aiden, me shame like a dog, me feel bad. Me feel like he whirl a drop dog, he come like somebody take 1, 2 before and beat me skull 50 times and it shatter. Me no want to hear them words there. But the reality of life, people, we have to be realistic. No. Me say blind, I understand blind. Because the other day I did the research on blind. Me still have faith that one big surgery will come and something grand is going to happen. Because me never lego that. But at the end of the day, see there, me not lego them something. Let me show you something. Because people don't understand, say, see me journey different. I have to climb over my bed. Look here, people. You see this right here, sir? Me a showing, you know. So me not give up on faith, you know. Me not understand, people not understand. This is my son, right? So I love that picture. Yeah? I remember he looked so peaceful in the hospital, so I like this. If I look down here, so you see the word believe. Me still believe in a vision. And if you look around at the back, me don't know if I can see the back. But see the back, say a big vision up at top. Vision. And me have this every day upon my wall. And every time I doubt, me draw for me believe. And me cute little man up at the top. And me make sure I attach it to that. So God know me still await. Alright. When them a do this something, man, I tell you, say, me no say blind. Me feel like every other mother out there will just find out, because at least their babies are 6 months and 2 months. And me know that feeling they come say my son got damaged at birth, after birth. So me never could have tolerated it. And I look upon her and I say, Mom, I go tell you the truth. One day, in time, we're going to have a conversation and we can sit down and talk about blindness, and it now go turn your stomach like your inside now go turn, because this is life. The sooner we get used to the word, the better it's going to be for us, because you're going to open grand doors. You're going to want to put him in everything. Sometimes I go to school and I say, you guys have sports day for blind kids. I want Aiden at the sports day, because Aiden go run the race. Even if you run zigzag, he might go in at the race. You cannot limit yourself. Miss Chin says, amen. Early intervention is key. My son is foolproof and he's 13 now. Ray, girl, you go, girl. Now he's been doing this for 11 years and we still have more to go. So you see? So these are hope. We can't limit yourself. And though, as me say, if I say Aiden is blind, it don't mean that me hate him. It don't mean that me I look down upon him. It don't mean that me not have no faith in him, because me a sure in my house. This is way over my bed every morning. I wake up, I look at my nice clean son, and I look at the word believe, because I achieve everything except in vision. And if you look around here, so you see it, see the big vision here? See the big vision here? I first word, and me have all, see on the prayer book. Me a show you say my faith, me different from mothers. This is my prayer book. It a look, oh God, the rat did eat this, you know. This was in the storage where the rat did eat. But me have to carry to a man, because see, it's a prayer box. And in my prayer book, me not have the high-tech phone, people, so forgive it. Yes, when you go through my prayer book, everything tell you in it. Every step of the way in the prayer book here. And vision is still in here. Everything else have one ticky. You see one little ticky? So one little ticky, everything, if you turn every page one ticky there, but me not tick the vision yet. See it, the ticky. The vision part not tick, because me still a all out hope. Me still a all out hope. This is one of them I pop off and it's a hope for successful surgery. So one little ticky there. Once me achieve it, and this is for Aiden. This are years ago me have this. Me tell you say the rat eat everything else, and at this me take out of storage. At this me take out, because at this me believe in, at this my faith there. And this right there, sir, me never leave it. This is up on my wall every day. So me I try, me couldn't understand, say, even if I come and I say Aiden Irving is blind, it don't mean say me not no faith. It don't mean say the man where it blind and he touch Jesus and he in the crowd and he hold on to Jesus, because Aiden have one picture in the Bible right there. So me know that the verse there. One picture Aiden the in my Bible. Me sure there is something here. And in the Bible, Aiden picture there, and the man say, when me I do something, because I read the blind prayer. You took me busy all know, me not read the blind something so often. And the man said, Jesus say, like he come and he say he come for him blessing or healing. And like he hears say Jesus will come out and do healing, and he come in at the crowd. And I think the blind man did dip on the ground or on his knees or whatever, and he stop at Jesus' feet. Remember? So that's why I'm telling the people, my faith not waver. When I say blind, I don't mean it in a no disrespectful way, but I just the life. I have to have that faith even in the situation. And the man say, and Jesus turned to him, because you know when you're in the Bible, anything what Jesus say in a red. And Jesus turned to him and say, like him I say, what me can do for you? And he said, like him, and I said, Jesus, as me say, me I talk it in a Jamaican term. I talk about the Bible, write it in a scripts and whatever. And he said, like Jesus, I just said, what me can do for you? And he said, I want to be healed. I mean, God probably must know say I'm blind already, or whoever they go. They must know say I'm blind, but me just show you. And he said, I want to be healed. And Jesus turned to him and said, all right then, sir, you believe? And that's how Jesus never touch him. Jesus never put no spit on his eye. Jesus never go so and roll no eye. All he said to him, do you believe? And the man say yes. See it here? If Jesus asks me right now, yeah, sometime when me fear to, the only reason why I say me have to believe in a bold and me make sure so me bling out my belief. I only did it because I want the belief to shine, I want it glisten, I want it glow. I could have left it blank, but I pretty it up. So anytime I feel like my faith wavered, I click on my belief and I believe so my son I go see. This my faith weak sometimes, you know. But you see, me see the actual word, then it's me not even me forget to me have belief over this. So like me have to ensure say me reconnect the dots and me did that, put the belief, so me have to still believe. Hold on to the faith. You have to hold on. And though, as we said, don't limit. My son is never limited and will never be limited. Never. However broke or unemployed, he'll never be limited. Yeah, yes, the sooner they accept it, the better for them. And that's the big problem enough we have. Talk about it. You don't carry your son to the doctor. One mother tell me, say, she not carry her son to the doctor because she don't want the doctor tell her say her son blind. But she knows her son blind, but she not go carry the doctor. What if the child can be saved? But you are going to sit down now, and because of negligence of your neighbor, because your community chatty. Hey, they love talk about one thing with Jamaican people. We love talk about our community chatty. See me community chatty. Someone tell me, we probably have some of my community members right here, so. Right is up on the page. I ended having a little vision and problem and me dey on news of Jamaica. And who did one chat? Sometimes me a pass and them a say she the company news with the blind baby. Me no business. Look for me now. You're gonna read about me very soon. Me never business. Oh, she the company news with the blind baby. People are gonna chat people. But no for the video. Your onus. This is my onus is on him. To ensure that he never wanting and nothing. And I just saw me at work pan because I want to remember me. The bally mother, the broke mother, the mother who used to walk on the streets of Jamaica. We sit down and go to big book launch. Who want come, who don't want come. It don't really make a difference. But also I know Aiden picture, Aiden, he's standing beside his mother. And if I two people that they celebrate the book, or two people that me don't worry about what the masses have to say. Because you will have 1 million people and go 2 supporters. So work with the 2 supporters. They're the greatest supporters. Work with them. Alright. Yeah, Miss Chin say prayer. Enough clapping. Thank you, my love. Miss Juliet says amen. Miss Palmer says, I'm believing with you, Kerry. Joyce, big up yourself. You always I believe it's true. Continue to declare and decree in the name of Jesus. Yeah, man, Aiden not gonna be a miracle, man. Me tell you, Aiden not gonna be me tell you, Aiden name I gonna ring out in Jamaica. And let me tell you that. Okay. Alright. Lord Jesus wisdom. Hear this, I want to know, people. Remember earlier, I said that autistic kids, they are most likely to have seizures, and epilepsy being one of them. I said that earlier, right? They are most likely to die. So, dear Jesus, my son is autistic. Please don't put that word on him. Amen. Listen. They are more likely to die. Alright, so I'm going to go down and I'm going to tell you. Compared to others, their age, people with autism spectrum disorder, ASD, are 2 to 5 times more likely to die. This is mostly because of health conditions. Aiden have 1 million health conditions. And let me rephrase. Right. So this is most likely because of their health conditions. May I try to put it in a mild manner. Alright, so because of the health conditions, like seizures, that's one of the reasons why they'll die early. Or 2, accidents. Because I did this earlier, most autistic kids tend to walk out in the cars. So I don't know if it's because of the road, I don't know if it's because of the noise, or them a walk to the noise. Because you know, so sometimes the noise, the car is noisy, so maybe they, and as I said earlier, they wander off. So most autistic kids die through accidents. And I did cover this before when I said for the pools, they love to wander off. So the pool is a section where you have to have covered. Remember I did that earlier. So now accidents take most autistic kids along with seizures. Yes. All right. So Miss Madden says, how are you doing? Hi, ma'am. I am wonderful, my love. So Miss Chin says, don't fret so much on that because life expectancy has increased. So now they're expected to live a long, full life. My son is going to live forever. He's going to live to be 100. Right. And listen to this now, people. Remember I said earlier I wanted Aiden to have babies. I wanted to be a grandma. Yes. Oh, that's a part of it. Look at this, guys. And this is the final touch for my topic today. Look at this, guys, and they live happily ever after. Oh, Lord Jesus, I'm going to get grandbabies. Yes, guys. So autistic people can live successful lives, happily ever after. I mean, ding dong, you know, put on his nice gown. I'm going to, you know, when we are going to walk him down the aisle, because of course I'm going to walk him down the aisle. I'm going to be his giveaway mama. And of course, when I'm bride in our nice suit and in a pretty tuxedo and she, you know, everything is going to go banging, grandbabies popping out. Yes, so yes, guys, we are expecting them to have fantastic lives. Don't limit them. You have autistic people in Jamaica where their mother lock them up in a house. They don't want to have no man, they don't have no boyfriend. Sometimes they're just normal kids. I mean, other than the just, you know, the little disabilities or specialties or whatever you guys want to say. People that like use disabilities or special needs or whatever, but they are expected to live happy lives, have beautiful children, get married. I mean, and other complexities might prevent a lot of things, but I'm still hoping for some grandbabies. Even if me have to take away sperm and get a grandbaby, mama needs a grandbaby. Yes, my love, so I trust and hope you guys learned something from our autism course today. And of course, I'm not no licensed doctor. I didn't know nursing for years, but that I don't remember nothing about nursing. My life and system has faded into motherhood. So for the next topic, I can cover sensory disorder. If you guys have another topic you guys want me to cover, I am comfortable doing any topic you want. I'll do my research, and I'll definitely add, you know, additional stuff that you guys can understand. So I usually take the easiest things to talk about. Well, the easiest sections of the topic, because sometimes you come and you use some long and the metabolic in you go through some long because everybody's lost. I want it to be simple and easy so you guys can have a easy discussion. I have a client right now who is blind, intellectually disabled and more. He's now 65 and doing well. Man, see, 65 and he's blind. Him live long too. He might go on good. I wonder if he had any kids. Because I always wanted to know, like, their dating life, you know. I'm just curious to know. And it's weird. I think the other day somebody came to the house, you know, we were all chatting outside, and like she was saying that she had a nephew that's doing very well. He's brilliant. He's in Jamaica and he works for the top companies. He's doing exceptionally well. And I was like, does he have a girlfriend? And she said he had a girlfriend, and you know, she passed away and stuff. I was like, okay. And I said, did he get any kids? And she said, no. I want to experience. I remember I went to this blind seminar, and the husband was blind, the wife was blind, and he had his PhD, and he was doing a lecture series on blindness. And his wife was blind, and he showed picture. He rode marathon. I don't know how him ride the bicycle in a marathon, people. But the man riding marathon, he did, last night somebody sent me one where they're doing, what do you call that one when you go up on the ice and you're sliding on the little ice skating, no, not ice skating, the other one where they do it as a sport. This long, when you're on the sledge thingy and you slide single, and I don't remember, surf, no, I don't surf. I don't remember, but he was doing that. And somebody sent me the video. I mean, yeah, and he was doing good, and he had a son, and his son was brilliant. And the son, I don't remember if the son was a doctor or something, but the son could see. And at one point he was saying that, you know, I am blind, my wife is blind, but my son was seeing. And then we were like, oh my God, that must have been difficult. And he was like, oh yes, it was difficult, but he had support. So the child never really missed his blind parents, and he became successful. He finished his college degrees, and he was doing well with his parents. So guess what, guys? I'm still hoping that I can be a grandma. Alright, so Miss Pickett says, thank you so much for the vibes and thank you for the information. You're welcome, my darling. And of course, you guys can always start from the front and you can see, you know, where the topic was coming from. Right. Alright, so he has a girlfriend. The gentleman that's 65, he has a girlfriend and he lives in the same complex with me and is with his mom. Exactly. The mother now leave out. We are going to live. Listen to me. Thank you so much for that, because I can tell you. if tomorrow morning, because I remember when I was doing some of the paperwork, they were like, the government provides independent living for Aiden. So me tell them, say, boy, oh Jesus, me don't know that I go work, you know, because me can't see my son back without me forever. I'm really sad, but I'm open to be adoptive to him being independent. But that's a good point, because if Aiden can live right here and I can get the apartment next door, that would have been good. He's still independent, but I'm close. So that's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Because I used to worry if I would have to have Aiden living in my house forever, how will I separate? But that's beautiful. Thank you for that. So now he can live independent and I can be next door with him. That's if he wants, because he'll get that choice when he's older. Right, so the mom lives next door. He has his staff that comes in and helps him and takes him into the community. He's a very happy person. That's my son. My son is very happy. Oh, nice. He's a very happy person. He's very fresh. If you see. But cognitively, he's of school age and he is awesome. Right, so I don't know where I'm getting the flu from. But as you guys can see, you see guys, life is beautiful. And he's 65, he has a girlfriend and his mom live next door. Just the only thing though, mama go in business. Like me, I go fast in my son business. I want to see which girl I go over there. I want to talk to all of the girls. I want to sieve them out. I will go do my background check. I'm going to be one psycho mama. But I'm just happy if he's dating. Right, so thank you so much, every fantastic person. Miss Fiona says, God is good. A mother is a mother. God bless. Yeah, man, a mother is a mother forever. So, guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. This was actually something picked from my last topic of blindness. So, I want to do sensory issues for the next one. So, a lot of persons, kids who have sensory issues, you will understand that it's a difficult thing to deal with. And if you see my son has, I'm looking for his chewy. My son has a chewy that I send to school with him every day. Sometimes then tell me, Mom, don't send it because they want to try to see how well they can navigate from him chewing right through. I know the other day, my friend, her daughter was eating at all her fingers. Like when you look all her 10 fingertips, she ate them off. Really bad. So some kids, you see their fingers damaged. Proper eat up. Proper. I don't know if they feel it. So I give Aiden a chewy. Some persons probably don't want a chewy around the kid's neck because you have to ask them what. Me, I put on Aiden dribbler. Jamaica, we said dribbler. But you know, we call it bibs here or whatever. Me, Aiden a four, and if you have to wear the bib, him wear through the neck with him chewy because guess what? Me now go take pride and make you sit down and eat down the whole line skin and the whole line hand and whatever. Because if you don't nibble upon something, you might go find somebody. You might go nibble upon. Is either you might go nibble upon the teacher, you might go nibble upon the students, you might go nibble upon the entire classroom and COVID go around. So all you have to go do, you get him bib. Because when he nibble, you go see him do a little drool in them. Go come. You know when he might chew in a chew for swallow, everything can come out. So you put on a little bib around him. And he nibble upon him bib and everything going on bib and him chew. But what they do is try to take it from him and try. I mean, he's in the learning environment where they're going to teach him how to not nibble but to navigate. So everything works. But for me, I'm not afraid for Aiden to be wearing a bib. Even if Aiden not 30 anymore to wear a bib, make him wear a bib. I don't feel uncomfortable about nothing my son does. I'm so sorry. Yes, I'm not that type of mother. I prefer to know that he is doing everything that he can do than to be uncomfortable about the things that makes him comfortable. Absolutely not. All right. Miss Fiona says, I keep looking at you a very long time. Something with you. Oh, there's something about me? Oh, God, man. Sure. I'm probably goofy and kooky. Kooky? Something. Cuckoo. I'm goofy and I'm cuckoo. But I still like to share whatever I have. But I know my God is good. And he's working for your son. He's going to work things out, my love. He's going to work things out. And let me tell you, Aiden's going to be that testimony. Let me tell you, out of everybody, and I look at it sometimes, when I look at my photos of Aiden, and I say to myself, God, Why is it that out of everybody that walked through Mandeville's door, my son, when 13, 14, 15 babies died, everybody was bigger than Aiden, fitter than Aiden, and Aiden lived to tell. And Aiden was the smallest baby for 2 months. When everybody gone home, Aiden still in an incubator. He lived to tell. Why is it that I am the only person with all my evidence? Why is it that I'm the only person with all my pictures from birth, from incubator, mask, no mask? Why is it I'm the only person that was so deeply rooted to stand firm? Most mothers can't because they were nonchalant. And most of them is trying to pick up the pieces now when the damage is done. But for me, every step of the way I was collecting. I was investing. Because I wasn't prepared for anything going bad. But everything happened. And then I can look back and say, okay, this is where things went wrong. Or this is what. So no doctor. If you notice, how is it that no doctor? Think about it. I've been calling doctor's name since day one. I call my doctor them name left, right, center, round the corner, up the corner. How is it that none of them say, okay, deformation of character, I want this mother to leave my name, or she's deforming my character, or I'm going to get my lawyer to sue. I mean, you can't sue me, broke as poor. Me supposed to sue, who know? But I'm saying, how is it that nobody can talk out of them more? Because my evidence stands. And until you have the evidence that speaks, nobody can come and deter you and twist you and turn you. They can't turn you because your facts speak. And a lot of the mothers don't have that power in their mouth because they cannot talk, because they don't have nothing. They can say, all right, the doctor, they do this or whatever. I was collecting. I was ensuring. I was invested. Even when I lost the blood, me there, my son bedside, I was me dizzy and me unconscious, me there on bedside. Same way. You can't take that from me. And that's why up until this day, I will forever fight. You cannot take my truth. This is my truth. This is my pain. This is my life. And as I said, I can't give back yet. But I'm building that brand where I will be able to give back. I must give back. Alright, so Miss Moore says, yes, my love, I love your spirit. Thank you, my darling. And Miss Chin said, the strongest soldiers get the hardest fight. Yes, man. We get the hardest fights. And as I said, guys, once you say I come to you guys and I do any form of presentation, I'm right back. See, my laptop is set and my book is right here. For sure, yes, people. As much as I'm here, my presentation is at one side and my book is on the other side. See it? One click and my book is right here. Yes, so even though I'm talking, I'm going to go right back. So me get in my room, I put one little desk and chair, so I create my little office. Because I cannot create an official office, you know, when I get rich. But like for now, I set up my little office and, you know, I'm good. I look at the nature and I write. But thank you so much, my love. Sometimes I cry when you do, my dear. I'm so sorry, Miss Fiona. Sometimes it takes a toll. And as I said, sometimes even I wrote for this weekend, I went outside. Because sometimes I write outside with the nature and the fresh air. And I was there crying. And I'm like, God, I'm writing my own book and I'm crying. That's so not good, you know? Because I thought sometimes you think you're strong, but then, you know, you see some pictures pop up and you look at your son's condition. You're crying because he made it out. But then, you know, so many things was left behind, you know? But as I said, guys, you just have to read it. And just, you know, I hope you like it. Even if you don't buy it to read it, just have it as a souvenir. And just, you know, support Aiden Irving, you know? So thank you so much, my love. Yeah, mom, but I know God is good and he's going to work it out. He's going to work it out. He's going to work it out. So somebody just gave me a big 10. I wonder if it's $10 million, Miss Fiona. Alright, so Miss Fiona says, because when you bless, you bless. When Jesus says no, no one cannot say yes. Or nobody, when Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. Right. A great mother, yes. You are, and I am like that to my kids. It's very, my kids, they're very big, but I don't play with my kids. Yeah, man, don't play around with them, man. You get one chance, my love, one chance, you know. And I just want to tell everybody, I am so happy to be in this phase, whereas I can talk about these things. And I hope that, I mean, the last time I did some stuff on blindness, I know a lot of persons would inbox me and say, yes, mommy, I saw this. Yes, mommy, I know this now. Yes, mommy, I did this. So I know that every time I do a presentation, somebody learns something. When I did the love presentation for Valentine's Day, of course, I mean, it gives you an opportunity for persons to choose love wisely. I mean, when I saw it, I was like, okay, so I can look for a pretty boyfriend if I want a future. You know, so it taught me a lot too. So the next presentation is going to be sensory issues, guys. So I'll definitely choose you. One day I'm going to do cerebral palsy, because I have a lot of friends who has that issues with their babies. So I'm going to just break them down as I go along. So when you see somebody in the street, don't make that smirky face. That child must have been through a lot to get to this place. They must have suffered a lot to get to here. I saw the news where the gentleman, he was swimming. I don't know what happened, but they saw all three of them dead in the pool. I don't know if you guys saw that. I mean, the person's from Florida. I don't know if the news goes to New York. I don't know how the news station them work. If Florida does Florida, New York does New York, I don't know. I'm not going to tell no lie. But I think it happened here when the wife, I don't know if it's a wife, found the three of them dead in the pool. What, a 1-year-old, probably a 1-year-old, a 4-year-old, and the father. And in my mind, I kind of wonder if, but she said they swim all the time. So I say, I wonder if the father hit his head in the pool. The kids saw the father unconscious. I mean, 1 and 4, they just go jump in the pool, probably try to save them father, them drown. Or maybe the father see them drown, him jump in the pool to save them. Me not even know. But the mother lose everybody one shot. She probably eat all of the pool, and she's supposed to eat the pool, eat the house, eat everything. I don't know, guys. But you know what, guys? You just have to give God thanks and we're alive. You know, big up Ukraine and Russia. No, not Russia. Big up Ukraine. I want you guys to pray over these people, because they see they're under attack and the devil is working overtime for these people. So, you know, just spread your love, guys. Be good, do good, as I say oftentimes, and I hope you learned something. I'm going to go back to getting some, I'm going to eat some food, and I'm going to go back into my novel. So, big up yourself, guys. Love you guys, and see you soon. Aiden has his sedation coming up, but they want to know that he's off all medication, all coal is gone, everything is good before they put him on the sedation. So that's the only reason why he's not yet sedated, guys. So don't be upset if you don't get to see him. Right, so I have to take him back, ensuring that his health is clean, and then the sedation will go on. Welcome to America, guys. But his consent and everything is done and signed, and everything is good. So love you guys. Big up yourself, and look forward for Aiden's book. Go on his YouTube channel, Aiden Irving. The link is right at the top. Aiden Irving is Deafblind Journey, and just subscribe. So I'll see you guys, and I hope you guys come to my book launch. It's gonna be very, very soon, guys. So love you guys. Mwah. Peace out.